Hello and welcome back to Miami University VALORANT. Tonight we have Miami versus Eastern Michigan University. My name is Trey Lincoln Moss, and I'm here with...
I'm Aaron A951 Bickford.
And tonight we have exciting map list for you guys today. We have Lotus and then Bind and then Sunset. Miami starting on attack on all three of those maps. We do see Lotus was an EMU pick, which is a little more expected because, Miami has been struggling on Lotus in the past. Not so much they feel like they have to ban it, but, enough where like EMU picking that would make sense compared to Miami picking that. Miami did pick Bind then, however. Bind was a pretty strong showing, I believe, last week's ESC match. They did play that Bind, and they did play it pretty well against Ball State. They did end up losing, but it was still a really strong showing against the best team in the conference currently. So I think they feel more confident on the map, and they've definitely been practicing it. So I'm excited to see this Bind map. Lotus is a little more up in the air. EMU was confident enough to pick it, so they must have some good experience on this map. And Miami is has shown in the past that they're not the greatest. From talks to the team, though, it seemed like they're a little more confident, have a little bit of a different strategy. So I don't know what you're expecting to see on Lotus. Do you have any sort of comments on that?
Lotus, we can definitely expect a Doomty, formerly Adam, go to a sort of initiator role. I'm not sure which one. Gecko could be a solid pick with Wingman, getting those plants down. You could also have Fade. Some Fade Eyes are very good there, but he's become the IGL of this team, and he's led this team to a very, very successful season. Not done yet, so work that needs to get done, but still a very good season right now. You do have Comfy on the Sentinel, obviously, probably a Cypher on Lotus. Cypher is just very powerful in the meta right now. Main Sentinel, trips don't go down. Camera's very strong. His trips or his cage also very strong. Works as a good one-way. Can work as a good entry denier. Just all around, Cypher is a very good agent right now. And you do have CCR joining the roster as a controller, mainly on the Omen, and we've seen him mainly on Abyss really fit into that role so well. He's fit into this team so nicely. He's clutch a couple rounds. He's had very good shots, and he's just been a great addition to this team. This team is looking great right now. Even though we did lose to Ball State last week, you lose to an undefeated team after taking 10 and 11 rounds on them. You probably took them to the most they've ever had in a Valorant match. So you have to be feeling good. You go against Eastern Michigan today. A win today probably pushes you further into the playoffs, and maybe a win Thursday solidifies your playoffs. But all you're looking for right now is just to make it to land, be that top 8. And just right now, you're looking against Eastern Michigan, feeling confident and feeling ready for this matchup.
Yeah, so Miami's currently fourth in the standings here for ESC. There's I believe 11, no, excuse me, 13 teams in the ESC, and you have to make top 8 to qualify for the LAN. And I think with one more win, Miami would secure their spot in the playoff LAN. So if they win tonight, great, they qualify. Obviously, they still want to win more to maybe get a higher seeding. Currently, they're fourth. If they win one but lose the next two, they could drop down to like sixth or even seventh. So they ideally want that higher seed, so they have a better chance of moving further along in the LAN. So I really hope we can just pick up a win tonight to seal it out. But even if we do lose today, there's still a couple more opportunities to
Mhm.
pick up those wins. Um, but yeah, I one thing I want to talk about what Matt pick band is we are not seeing Abyss at all tonight, which has been a Miami favorite recently. Miami's been dominating on that map against most of their opponents in the past few weeks, just really showing their prowess in that map. And I've been loving to see it so far, but it has not been picked today, which makes me believe that EMU maybe did a little bit of VOD reviewing on us to sort of see Miami is really good on Abyss. Maybe that should be the map that we first banned.
Yeah, no, definitely banning that Abyss. Only losing to Ball State. You still take 11 rounds on them. Abyss has just been Miami's wild card in this season. They've been able to bring it out, and teams have not been able to adjust their very aggressive play style. I mean, you hit the B site constantly. You can fall back, and then you just play post plans, and then you can start to work the map after you've established your game plan, and it's just thrown teams off. But Ball State was able to counteract that, able to pull off the first loss to Abyss against Miami, but still, that should not waver you from picking Abyss. Eastern Michigan definitely had to have banned that. They do not want to face Miami. They would rather go something more comfortable like Bind compared to Abyss. And that's another thing I want to get into is Miami. I talked to Comfy and I talked to Adam. Miami thrives in the chaos. They don't know what it is. They just love the chaos. And when other teams can't handle it, Miami thrives in it. They have to be able to create chaos around the map, go fast, hit hard, and keep their opponent off balance. You can't allow them to get comfortable. You can't allow them to establish picks. You can't allow them to control the tempo of the game. If Miami plays to whatever their opponent is doing, they're going to lose. Miami has to stick to their game plan if they want to win.
Yeah, and the players in the past have explained how they feel like they really thrive in the chaos of it all. So they feel like they can do well under pressure compared to some of the other teams, which might not do so well under pressure. That's what they feel like their strong suit is from walking in the past. And with a little bit more of a transition on the team, we do have CCR returning in since the last time they played Lotus. They do have a Doomty taking up more of the IGL role compared to Comfy, who was kind of co-IGLing in the past. So I'm excited to see how this Lotus turns out, especially since they have some new confidence and maybe a different composition they were trying. So I'm just really interested to see what sort of Lotus we'll see here from Miami. Even though it's only been 2, maybe 3 weeks since we played it last, I think a lot of things have changed for the team since then. So I think this could be a very different result in terms of how this map goes. But we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, no, I think we can definitely see CCR on the Omen. That's a given on Lotus. You can definitely see Comfy on a Cypher. Sentinel, that's his given role. He thrives in that role. Probably see Thunder in some sort of duelist role. We'll have Adam on some sort of initiator, and then Samline could really go a flex here. He can go anywhere. He is a shifty freshman. He's young to this team. They're looking to develop him, and he can really go anywhere with his talents right now. And also, if we look over to Bind, that map is what I've heard is no Sentinel. We've seen Comfy on the Viper, and that Viper works as a like hybrid controller Sentinel. We've seen him get major picks on Bind using Viper, and it's just been a great opener for Miami on Bind. But we also do have Sunset as our decider map here. Sunset not really played much by Miami. I think they took a loss the last time they played. It's been a rough map, but there have had some changes to Sunset.
Yeah, there has been some recent changes. I'm not sure if it was the last patch or the patch before to Sunset, especially on the B site. So that's really going to change things around how people decide to play. Most of the changes were to prevent people spraying, just kind of hiding in that B main area and just spraying the bomb to defend. So it makes it a little bit easier for people to retake the site, which I think will perhaps play into Miami's how they like to play a
Hmm.
little bit more. But we'll just have to see how that ends up turning out. We have seen the Sunset in the map pool list for the past couple weeks, but it hasn't really gone to a map 3. It's almost always been the decider. So we've only seen that about once, which happened to be I think the only series where Miami did take things to map 3, which I think was the first one against Northeastern. But yeah, so it seems like we are going to be going into a quick be right back here as the players are still getting ready for the match here. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some Miami University versus EMU Valorant.
And welcome back to Miami Valorant Esports, and we have our first map, Lotus. Picks coming out for both sides, and it does look like CCR is going to be hovering Neon right now. We have Adumti on the get-go as we wait for more of these Valorant picks. It does look like we're having a Doomsday on the initiator role. Right now, we just kind of need to see where picks are going to go out. Thunder Knight going on the Rays, like I suspected. He is that very aggressive nature. He's gonna go duelist. He's gonna be aggressive. Rays, great pick for Lotus. CCR still hovering that Neon. I do expect him to go Omen though. On the other side, Eastern Michigan has KO and a Gecko double initiator here, and you have that Cypher, very, very strong. You do have Rays and you do have Omen. Very, very standard comp except for KO. That's a very weird pick in my opinion.
Yeah, KO's a little bit of an interesting initiator going to this map. Seems like EMU's pretty confident with it. Locked it in right away. KO's still a pretty good agent, but just not usually seen on this map just based on how the sites are lined up. The Gecko is a little bit more standard. I like to say. Same with the Breach. Just Breach util being able to be used through walls because there's so many on Lotus. It can be really useful. But Miami's still hovering their comp here. I'm interested to see what they end up playing. I know the players have been liking to do a double initiator, double controller, and one a duelist comp recently on a Lotus because you can kind of play that
Oh, that's
the
not good.
second controller. It seems like we're gonna go someone disconnected here. We're gonna go back to the lobby here. But anyways, you can use that second controller as sort of a duelist, or excuse me, assist is sort of a sentinel. Typically that Viper, you can just have that wall set up on the A site, and you can kind of just hang back there and just lurk around and be sort of a sentinel yourself, but by just playing the lurk all the time, which is somewhat just is how the players are justifying that sort of comp, which I think is definitely useful with Miami's play style. They like to play together and be very aggressive, especially on the attacker side, which is where Viper can be more used in that way. But it seems like Amy's going to go for something a little more traditional, as you would see. Just double initiator is going to have that Cypher watching the flanks with the trips, and probably going to be a lot more slow in terms of their play style compared to Miami University here.
Definitely. But on that, you kind of do need a full sentinel here. You have 3 sites. You have to be able to lock down a site and stack the others. You can't be spread out. When you're spread out, you get picked off one by one, and it does not work well for you. So hopefully we do see Comfy go on that Cypher and maybe not allow so much of Miami to be spread out across the map. We can stack a couple sites and play retake on others when needed. But the double initiator comp is what I really want to focus on. That is a very, very attack heavy comp when you're starting defense. So you have to be able to pick out as many rounds you can when you're on defense. So you hopefully go into attack and take a couple rounds back, or just have a lead already and steamroll whoever you're playing. But that's a very, very risky double initiator. And KO, not a favorite on this map. It's very hard to sometimes get his knives line up. He doesn't really work well on this map. So I'm interested to see what Eastern Michigan has cooked up for now.
Yeah, I hope Eastern Michigan has practiced some of that KO. I'm not too sure when we backed out. It could have been a DC. I assume they wouldn't back out for like a mispicked agent or anything like that. So I assume the KO was intentional here. But yeah, the KO doesn't work super well on this map. But if we do see Miami pick a similar comp as they had last time they played Lotus, which was that double controller, double initiator, and the duelist with no sentinel at all, I would say EMU would be more. Both teams would start on the more suited side because Miami's going to be a lot more aggressive on that attacker side. I mean, even though EMU might be traditionally attacker sided, Miami is even more so attacker sided. So both teams just kind of have to perform better on these sort of sides of the map before they end up switching over. EMU can still be pretty successful on attack, but Miami's going to be struggling more on a traditional defense role. But on a map like Lotus, this is where Miami tends to be really aggressive on this attack on this defender side of the map. It seems like we're going to be loading back into agent select here. I assume we're going to see just EMU lock in exactly the same thing. Miami maybe have had a little more time to think about their cup, so maybe we'll see a quick lock in and load into this first game here.
We saw Eastern Michigan hover, for duelist there. A little bit of trolling on their part, but it does look like we do have a Doomty going Breach, a very interesting pick on this map. It works really well though. His ult very good for clearing any site. His aftershocks very nice. Blinds, of course, going through any wall can clear any entry on the site. Very, very strong pick here coming from Miami. You also have Comfy hovering the KJ right now. Also a great pick compared to Cypher. You can use your bots a little bit more passively. You can hold a lot more space. You just have to be able to stay in range of both bots to keep them online here. But for right now, we do see that double initiator comp coming out of Eastern Michigan, but we do have a double initiator comp coming out of Miami. You have that Fade and you have that Breeze. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. Two double initiator comps. What do you think about that?
Yeah, this is different than what we saw from Miami last week, but I still think this is a pretty strong comp here from Miami. I do like the KJ bots, as you were saying, for the utility. The only downside is you have to stay in range, so it does make it a little bit easier for when Miami is on the defender side for EMU just to kind of completely switch the site because the KJ is going to be set up there. They're going to have there's going to be any worry about any cipher chips that might still be lurking that could still be up there catching you out. So as soon as they walk into the area, they can kind of just rotate out pretty quickly. But I do think the rest of the comp is still pretty strong. I do like the Fade Breach more than the KO Gecko, at least for the side of the map. I know Gecko is still probably the best initiator in the game. I love that cat sound. I didn't know that they did that. But yeah, the KO is still a little bit questionable here. But it does seem like Miami is going to be playing for 3 down C lobby and setting 1 lurking down B and A. I do feel like Comfy is going to be lurking towards that B side pretty much this entire half of the map here with that Cypher set up towards C. But we'll see what happens here. You see Comfy might be getting peeked into here. It's going to get flashed out by the KO. Is it going to do some damage? They're going to pick onto the Raze. Huge picks there. Going to do some damage onto the KO, not the KO, excuse me, whoever the other player was there, the Gecko. And they're going to be backing off there. And the rest of the team is going to be falling back here. Might be going for more of an A-side push, which was just left free here. But EMU is going to be jump peeking this. They're going to be expecting a rotate here from Miami.
2 scan there from Eastern Michigan. They know 2 of them are here. 2 of them are aggressive, so they know they're going to go here. It looks like Nova is getting onto site. You got to face the entire Miami team right now. Can they find some picks? Thunder not able to find one, and it looks like Doomsy's going to find 1. Vova's going to find 2, but CCR and Duty and Samelon are going to take down the rest of the team, and a great pistol round coming out of Miami, and Comfy is feeling it. We heard him scream right behind us. He's excited. Great picks all around. You found your ones. Great round. Good recognition by Comfy not to get too aggressive. He realized there could have been a pick. He found his one, and it was a great overall round for Miami. You shift over to A after you realize, all right, we got to pick. There were 3 B, probably 1 towards A. Let's hit the A site. Let's hit the weaker site, and they did. Able to take their fights, and they go into they start the round up 1-0.
Yeah, I wish we could have saw the team cam there. Comfy was going crazy just with the shouting woo. I love to hear that. I love seeing the team morale being kept high here. But it seems like a pretty much the same start for both teams here. with Miami taking some early space onto this mound area. Comfy still sitting back, but it seems like they're going to decide not to immediately peek Comfy here, holding this angle. So CCR holding a little bit of a back angle here, but Comfy deciding to push up just a little bit here. Is expecting some people to be here. Oh, that breach utility was great for Comfy to just to swing out there and clear all the space. It's going to force EMU players back out onto the B side itself instead of forcing the pressure there. There's going to be a smoke there though that's going to allow EMU to maybe take some space back or make sure Comfy can't get pushed back there. But it seems like the whole team is just going to rotate back towards C. The Cypher is still sitting there alone, but still has full util up and is watching that cam like a hawk right now, making sure that as soon as they find out any info, the rest of the team can learn too and they can rotate in. As Thunder Knight's just going to double satchel in right on the site.
He does, and he gets in. It does look like all Cypher strips are going to be destroyed. Miami has the C site for free, but it does look like Eastern Michigan is ready for the retake. All 5 of them are here. They are grouped up, but they do have the weaker guns. They do have pistols. Knife's going to go out, not going to scan anyone. A Doomty ready, has his breach shock, and he's waiting to rip it. Comfy. They see the cam. They're going to shoot the cam, and the retake starts. Breach Sun's going to go. Samlon's going to find one. He's going to get taken down. Oh. Thunder Knight's going to find one with his classics. Santi's going to find one. Adumti's going to find one. Right now, it's a 2v2 in favor of Miami. Adumti's going to find his third with his Bulldog. And right now, it's Gecko. Wingman going to the fuse. He knows. Oh, and he's going to break it. He's not gonna get there. He's gonna try to jump, not even close.
Nice.
Doomty, a nice 3K to allow Miami to continue their reign right now. Close round though. You got down at 2v2, but you do have 2 guns. You're looking good right now. You just have to be able to take a couple guns off of Eastern Michigan right now to allow yourself to have a nice and easier game.
Yeah, good stuff there from Miami. Seeing that 2-2 there with one of Miami being very, very low. I was pretty scared, especially with that last player at a stinger. That is a very losable round, but Miami did fortunately play their spacing well and played off of each other to make sure that they close out that round. So huge win there for Miami. Some of the players in me just light buying to keep the econ for next round. EMU able to full buy guns though, but it's going to be a little bit lower onto light shields there. And we just see the rest of Miami just exploding onto this A site here. They're going to be going towards door. EMU just have the 2 players here. The KO is going to be watching that area. It's going to throw that molly and just kind of back out there. It's going to be waiting for Miami to peek into them. It's going to take a pick on the Thunder Knight, but Samlon is able to get the trade back there and fall back. Taking a little bit of damage on that Raisinade, but that's not too big of an issue here. The rest of Miami's going to be rolling into the site. CCR picking up that Vandal there. And they're going to have to explode and try to collapse on these EMU players there. Flash is going out, tons of util going out. CCR is able to get away, but this is a kind of chaotic situation here for Miami.
This is what Miami thrives in, though, this sort of chaos. EMU's going to find 2 good picks. Samlon's able to find one with the stinger. He's not able to finish it with it. It's Adam Adumti not able to get one. Miami's taking 3 guns away, though. Very solid round for Miami. You still lose, but you still take away 3 guns, which is kind of huge.
Yeah, you take away 3 guns there. You know, you also got to plan down for more of your own economy. Which is pretty good here. We did see, you know, they did take away the shields of both EMU players also. They did so much damage on them. Miami's still able to full buy guns and heavy shields. EMU, however, is going to be forced onto some light shields, unfortunately, all across the whole roster. So Miami's still going to have the economy and the gun and utility advantage here. But we do see the Gecko ult for EMU is up. You know, pre-patch they would already have this ultimate, but after that we're going to see that they're going to be 1 ultimate point away. Same for that Cypher there, and 2 ult points away for that KO. So those could come up during this round and be very useful for them here. But Doomty is also 1 off their breach ult here, which if they do play for this orb, they could help get onto the site pretty easily here. But they're getting a good pick onto Alexander as CCR does get taken down. Thunder not getting the good trade. And Miami's going to be halted down a little bit on their speed. They anticipated Miami taking that early space on the mound here. Comfy going to be playing on the A, though. It might have got Joe spotted there by the KO. Doesn't seem like it just yet. Comfy does hear someone there, or at least saw someone. So this is going to give the info that Miami might want to back off there onto the C site. We do see 1 jump spotting here, which might give Miami the idea that there might not be too much support here for EMU, that they're willing to just jump spot it and wait and see what happens. We do see the Omen kind of rotate back here. It's going to take some hot shots on the Comfy. Ooh. And it's going to get peeked by Vor, which is going to eventually take him down. That's going to be an unfortunate loss there for Miami. But Samlon able to get the pick onto the Omen there, and Miami's just going to continue to take their space and might be going more towards the site, or I wouldn't mind if they went through door here, which they are breaking. Does seem like that's going to be the call that they're going for here. B-side is completely free. Gecko and Cypher are sort of on the site there, but they're just going to throw out that breach ult, which should just pop up this round, and they should be able to get this plant down pretty easily and just have to play the retake here.
It does look like Adumti is kind of on an A flank. He is waiting. He does know.
Nice.
Good shot by Thunder to take down Cypher, and is a 2v3 in favor of Miami. No one on the flank though. You do have KO. They're starting their retake. Stun's going to go out to try to delay. Bosa's going to find one. Thunder's going to find his 3K. And Adoopty's going to clean it up. Great round from Miami and a great way to set EMU onto a save. That was a huge round for Miami. They are now forced to save. Maybe you can find a judge and a sheriff like they are buying right now, but nothing much. You have to save. This is a great round for Miami. Stay back, find your picks, hopefully have a flawless round and keep all these guns and start snowballing your economy.
Yeah, we do still have a Doomsday and Selma who did survive the last round. Still have some extra economy up, so even if they do lose some people in the next round, they should be able to buy them up here. So now economy next round should still be pretty good unless it's a horrific loss. And EMU's left on a save here, so Miami's looking to bring this up to 4-1. You did lose the round you're supposed to lose, but it's looking very good for a snowball here. As we see C-Star teleport across as that Gecko Flash is going to go out. It seems like some carnage happening here on the C side here. C-Star getting 2 kills as some players from Miami being picked off. Comfy did get a pick over towards the B side. This KO is currently trapped here, but oh no, C-Star turned away at the last second and allowed the KO to cross here. So like the jump spot here, getting a little cocky there, but it's going to back up here, and it's going to try to put some pressure onto Miami here with, the classic that they probably are left with here. And it seems like they're just going to fall back and wait for the Cypher to get onto the site. Seems like the plant's going to be able to go down pretty easily there for CCR, as EMU's going to have to retake with just mere classics here. Try to get some guns out of Miami's hands, but it is not looking too good for EMU here.
No, and really, if you're Miami, you can't lose any of these guns here. You just have to play back, play off site, and allow them to fall into your guns. You have superior guns here. They don't. You just have to be able to keep them. You can't really lose these rounds too. And Miami just sitting back on mound, waiting for the post plant. Cypher trips are going to go out. Either going to find one. Adoopty's going to find the pick through the wall, and it's just Cypher all alone. Can you do anything? Probably not. Bomb is ticking. It's slowly ticking down there. You do have his ult now. Adoopty, or CCR finding his ult, and it does look like Cypher is going to try to die to Spike here, and it looks like Miami's going to run, and that is going to go to Miami. 4-1 in favor of Miami. Great round.
Yeah, great round for Miami. It seems like Little Go was just going to try to die the bomb and playing on an angle where if Miami got cocky and tried to push him, he could get a quick right click with the classic, taking another gun out of their hands. But Miami being very disciplined, just playing back, letting him out a bomb. It's not too big of an issue if he gets extra economy. It seems like that's going to be an immediate timeout going out there for, I assume that is going to be EMU's coach slot, calling that timeout there. So EMU is going to be calling a timeout, which I think is a pretty good time to take a timeout here for EMU. You're seeing Miami start to snowball their economy even more, snowball the rounds that they're winning. They're already up 4-1. We're only 5 rounds in, but you can't let Miami start to snowball too much, or else things could go in a direction where it's impossible to turn it back around. So since EMU is going to have their guns to buy up this time, I think this is a great round to call a timeout because, if you do lose this round, you're going to be back on a save and likely going to get brought to a 6-1 situation. And you want to make sure you still have a chance to get the advantage coming out of this half here.
You definitely do. And if we're looking at the side of EMU right now, you're getting way too aggressive for your type of comp. You are not allowing Miami to fall into your traps. You are getting way too aggressive, and Miami's picking you off one by one. We saw that last round. They got very aggressive on the C side and yet got picked off and then left KO and Cypher in an unwinnable situation with pistols. I get you have to use your pistols. You have to use your pistols together because you can't go against a single Vandal, but still, you can't be that aggressive. You can't fall into the hands of Miami. But when you do that, Miami goes up 4-1. And now this is another crucial round for Miami. You take away the guns of EMU, you throw them onto another save. You continue to snowball this lead, continue to snowball your economy as we start the round, though. It does look like they're going for a little bit more of a spread up that C again. Alt Orb is theirs, and Cypher just have no choice to back off. Omen Smokes is going to go out to hopefully slow down that C-side. Does not, and the round really slows down here. You do have EMU up A, though. I guarantee you Comfy heard that. He might try to get aggressive here, and it does look like they're going to funnel it to B, and the B site's just theirs. Comfy sees him. Can he find the pick? No, and I think he's just going to back off here. B site is Miami's right now as you fall into a post plant, but it does look like EMU is approaching quickly, and he clears out the site, and the site right now is just Miami's, and the Razor's gonna get popped, and Samlot's gonna get taken down now. The site is EMU's. Gecko Wingman's gonna go out. Molly's gonna you have to destroy that, and it doesn't look like they will. That's the round because of Wingman. He was smoked off, and all the guns are gone for Miami too. A great round for EMU to come back in this round.
Great for EMU there. They did, things did look a little bit bad there for Miami. They are still going to be able to buy guns, I believe, if they might be able to. Or Thunder Knight might be left on a Stinger, unfortunately. I'm not sure if they could maybe wiggle around the buy to potentially get them that gun, but Unfortunately, looks like Miami's not gonna be able to full wide guns. EMU though is still gonna be able to full wide guns with some extra guns to spare. But Miami still has some ults up. We have Comfy ult is gonna be 3 off as well. So we could see those ults coming into play here shortly. EMU did have to ult dump that last round, spend 3 of their ults to win that round. They did win it pretty handily though, but you know they have to win. They have to use 3 ults here. So we'll have to see if EMU can continue to win these rounds without having all those ults at their disposal. But that's me Comfy taking down Redify there. So like Miami's gonna be going back for a let's just all push down A and just try to clean them up here pretty quickly. That's gonna be 3 people going down from EMU just swiftly from Miami. Great shots there. Easily getting Thunder Knight to pick up that Vandal that he's sorely lacking currently, and that's going to allow Miami to pick up the site pretty much for free. And the rest of EMU is just going to be left towards the B area, just having to wait for each other just to see what happens.
I think they're going to save here. It does look like Cypher's kind of playing They are going to save here. The round is already Miami's. Like, they choose not to fight them. You have 5 guns. You choose not to. But let's look at that round. Miami absolutely mowing down that push that EMU started. Like I said, you can't get aggressive against this Miami team because they will pick you off one by one by one. They picked off the Omen. They picked off the Raze. And they picked off the KO. And now, look at EMU. They are stuck. They have nowhere to go. They have to save, and it's going to be 5-2 Miami.
Yeah, Miami's gonna be picking up this round with 5. I just find it funny how they're all holding the same angle. It's just like extreme overkill. If you peek that once, you're gonna get shot. We're about with 4 barrels of guns. That's crazy.
Nah, I win that.
Yeah, no, you win that. You just tap them all in the head like you're the
obviously
like you're the skin showcase guy. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what his name is, but he's insane.
Broke his heart.
True. Anyways. We're going to be Miami going up 5-2. Is going to still carry over all of those guns and that economy into this current round. EMU did end up standing a couple of those guns, so they're going to have a better economy for those players. The other players seem like they might be able to scrape together some sort of a buy here with buying each other. Seems like Redify might be stuck on just a sheriff here, unfortunately. So it is going to be a better buy for EMU than if they just did fully run it down and all die to Miami here. So, but this is another crucial round to win for EMU because, you know, you might not be able to full buy guns, but this is as close to full buy as you can get, and you're going to be even less on economy in the next round. You're going to have to half buy if you do lose this round here. Well, Miami will still be sitting pretty with the economy even if they did end up losing this round. So this isn't too high stakes for Miami, but it would allow them to bring EMU even further down into the trenches. As you see Miami being split up more towards C and B. Seems like they're going to be fall back from C, though. And just be looking at pushing this B site. Just the Gecko holding it currently doesn't have the ult up, but they still have full util up. So that could catch Miami off guard here. It seems like they're kind of waiting for that ultimate to come out. The Fade ult does come out. We do see Thunder Knight just double touch on the site. The flashes are going to be going out. Some util just being thrown from Thunder Knight, and we're just going to see the bomb just immediately going down as Miami got a pretty quick take of the site without any interference here. CCR almost caught out the Raze there, but as soon as they're able to jump out of the way, and CCR just be still in the angle, fearful of them re-peeking that. It seems like EMU is going to try to have sort of a coordinated retake here. Now Flash is going to be going out, taking down Vova, but I do be able to get one, getting traded. And CCR and Thunder Knight able to take down 2 of their own. It's going to be left in a 2v2 here. Thunder Knight gets taken down, and CCR gets taken down as well. Cummings to be the last one alive. These are for all the wingman plant, but that was just tapped, and Redify did end up peeking him as he was spraying, and that is takedown. Just came down Comfy there. This is going to be a pretty good round pickup from EMU, bringing things to 3-5 for them. And yeah, so that's a pretty good retake from EMU. I did love the take of site that Miami did take there, but EMU just had a pretty good retake and was able to catch Miami off guard in some areas.
Definitely. You had the Raze on A just create a bunch of noise and create a bunch of pressure too. Once Miami realized the retake was starting, you had to worry about Raze too, and it was too much. You couldn't help your players on site, and they got picked off, and then you got picked off going into elbow. It was just a great retake for EMU. But right now, if you're looking at Miami, you have to be able to win this round too to keep your economy up and maybe get to like a 8-4 half, 7-5 half right now. You just have to be able to take these wins. You have to be able to take them where you get them. And it does look like we're going to get a little aggressive over here on A and C. Not really much towards the B side. B side hasn't worked out for Miami. You have to be able to realize that let's work C, let's work A. Those are the sites that are working for us right now. But if we're looking at the ult economy, Miami has one very huge ult up, and that's the KJ ult. Can shut down a site, can shut down a post play, can do a lot of things, clear out a lot of space. You have to be able to use that to take a round if you're Miami. Also, you do have Omen ult to create some pressure if you are. And there it is. Comfy is going to rip his ult. That's going to clear out the C site if you're Miami. Right now, you could either fake it or use it. You could go towards the C site. You could rotate back towards B, but it does look like they are going to take this C site. Maybe get the plant down. CCR, though, could have a huge flank right now.
Huge timing.
CCR, you have to be able to realize it. Miami, you have to buy him time, and he does. And he's going to find one, and he's on the pinch, though. Looking right now very claustrophobic, and Cypher's gonna take down a Doomty right there through the Cypher camp, and the retake starts. Samuel's gonna get taken out, but CCR on a nice flank is gonna get the trade, but it's gonna be him left. Miami destroyed on sight. CCR, can you clutch it? 1, 2! Oh,
he's defusing, he has to take him down.
Oh, no!
That would have been a huge ace flank for CCR, but no, unfortunately he's taken down by Santi there. Yo, disappointing loss there, but still great stuff from CCR. Getting a 4K still. Someone has to clip that 3K up from Waterfall. That was insane.
It didn't look like much, and then 1, 2, and you thought he had it. He was spraying, he was there, it just wasn't able to connect on it. The ace for the clutch, not there, but great shots from CCR, but a rough round for Miami. You lose that, you go on to a sheriff, but last time we saw this, we did see them hit the A site here. We did see him take what they wanted. They played into their own game plan, and it worked. Right now, it looks like they're going to do the exact same thing again, and EMU ready for it, but it looks like going to stay back here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, EMU is going to send the same 3 players down to A, as happened last time. Miami just had the full hit A. But they've been playing a little bit more passive here, waiting for Miami to run into them. It's going to be jump spotting there with the KO just to see what kind of progress they're going to be taking up towards the side here. It's going to get smoked off here. They're going to be worried about someone just creeping up into that smoke just sitting there. It seems like EMU is not going to be doing that just yet. We see Cuffley still sitting towards that mound area, looking to get some info, but it's just going to be falling back with the rest of the team. Tree door is going to be opened here by Thunder Knight. The team is going to be EMU's going to be using some util to try to fight Miami in there, but it seems like Miami isn't going to be pushing that just yet. And so it seems like EMU did spend that Omen ult to try to see if Miami did end up rotating towards the mound, but sees that they're not going to be quite there quite yet, so they're going to assume that Miami's still going to be sitting here and waiting to see what happens. But CCR is going to be teleporting up towards top there just to see where EMU might be able to get a cheeky play there, but isn't going to get immediately shot down there. So things are a little bit of a standstill right now. It seems like both teams are just waiting to see what sort of info they can get here. Company's going to be onto the B site, but it's going to be tapped down. They're going to be noticing that there's going to be someone there, and they're going to be Miami's going to be breaking the door there just to play it on the site. So it seems like EMU is going to have some good info up to where they are, but we'll see how this post play ends up going for Miami.
I don't know, but last time this has happened, the last few rounds, it's been EMU able to retake this site, but Miami has to be able to take him off, and a Doopty gets the aftershock, and he takes down their 1 win. Oh, but double. Oh, what a shot by Comfy to take down a ulting Raze. That's a devastating loss for them, and it does look like EMU might have to save here, but Miami might go hunting there. Cypher right there, both of them lined up. He's going to get the 1-for-1 trade. Bova's going to take down one. CCR not able to find another one. Guns falling for Miami. You can't see that, but it does look like this round will go towards Miami.
Yeah, Miami's looking like the bomb's going to go down for them. Duty might caught a bad timing here with Vivova, and yeah, it's going to get taken down, unfortunately. Isn't going to get that exit frag there. Is going to be losing that Odin there for Miami, but Company's still able to live with that gun. And is going to pick up the round for Miami. So still good round win, but is going to leave Miami without some guns here. So they're not going to be too great on the eco side going into this round, even though they did end up winning that. Both teams kind of on half buys here. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this next round goes out. Miami is at least securing a 6-6 half. Nice shot. That was an insane shot. I wish we saw that on Spectator Cam. Maybe Company will clip it and we can watch it later on Twitter or something. But yeah, Miami did at least secure an even half coming out of this. But you know, they do want to end up picking more of these wins to bring this closer. So I do feel like whoever wins this next round will probably win the round after that, considering how the economy is currently looking. So that could be Miami bringing this to an 8-4, or me able to tie this up and bring this a little bit closer going into this next half. We'll have to see how this round ends up going. It's just like Miami's going to be 5 pushing C site this time, just immediately rushing in with that Raze ult. Isn't he unfortunately caught with that trip there and might be able to pull it out. No, try to shoot the trip, but it's just going to be taken out by the Cypher, but isn't going to get traded there. The Cypher is going to be going out before they end up dying, so it is going to give them the info, and it's going to be Miami just going to be trying to plant the bomb, but EMU's giving them too much pressure. They just have to fall back out and decide to go a different side entirely. Isn't it take down Samlon as you're trying to leave with the rest of the team, and as we spike down on the C site, Miami's plan of rotating and going somewhere else is kind of backfired here.
Definitely had. You had the right plan. You saw all of them there. You just couldn't get Samlon out. He was a little too far in the sight, and now if you're Miami, you have to go get that spike. So you have to be able to get aggressive somehow. Look at that crossfire from EMU. 3 players right there just holding this spike. You have to be able to somehow break this. I don't know how much util you have left. And it doesn't look like CCR is going to find anything here. And it looks like Miami's going to be falling. Comfy able to find one. Now they found another, and it does look like this round's going to go towards EMU, saving 3 Vandals here. Very rough round for Miami right there.
Yeah, Vova's really been showing out these last couple rounds, just getting some great picks there and getting some great play. You know, we did say KO isn't necessarily the best agent on this map, but it seems like they're making it work currently. So props to them for sure. And it seems like Miami is going to be in a little bit of a rough spot here for Economy. Looking at the last round of the half, trying to come out with some sort of advantage here, but they are left on pretty poor guns here. I feel like they might just try to get aggressive towards A, try to pick up a gun or so, and just play the post plant with those sheriffs and those lesser rifles there. But EMU just has money to spare. No ults up really for either team, except Samlon is one away. So I'm gonna expect them to try to fight for that ult orb on A, pop the fade ult, and use that to get on the site here. We'll see how this ends up playing out. It seems like the Gecko is gonna be immediately falling back off that stairs angle after seeing all of Miami. That is what they're gonna be doing. They're gonna pick up the ult orb and all onto the site. They're gonna see that there's no one there. They're just gonna try to get the plant down as soon as possible so they can just enact their post plan here. CCR is gonna be playing towards this drop area, trying to catch any of EMU just sitting out here. But it seems like Miami's gonna get the bomb down, but CCR is gonna get pushed, and Noah's gonna fall to Alexander. Unfortunately, not able to get any picks down, and Miami's have to play this post plant very carefully here. Kobe isn't gonna get a trade, but Miami players are just falling one by one. Some kills is gonna go out there. Samlon with that one Vandal on the team is gonna get another kill, but is gonna get peeked by Santi at an unexpected time. And as EMU bringing this to 6-6. Good try for Miami, but with those guns, it's not too unexpected there.
Yeah, no, definitely a rough round for Miami. You are able, CCR not able to find a pick down and drop, and Miami just crumbling one by one to take this to a 6-6 half. Miami, you have to be able to take a couple rounds, or you have to be able to close out EMU's map pick. So you go into bind, you go into your map pick, and you're feeling comfortable. But it does look like from Miami, we do have a couple buys. Comfy on that Sheriff again, which I love personally. KJ, you really don't have that much utility that would be viable for a pistol round. So moving into a Sheriff, a high damage weapon, one tap possibilities is great. But on EMU side, you have 6 towards C. You're hitting the Sheriff. This could go either way. If Comfy gets taken down, that C site's open, but Comfy could hit some pretty nice shots here, I feel like. Let's just see what happens.
Varsity Coming can get some use out of the Sheriff here, as you were saying. Seems like EMU's gonna be immediately pushing out with that flash, but Company's just gonna fall back a little bit after hearing that early pressure. EMU not taking the space just yet, though. They're expecting Company to repeat this, but he's staying a little bit more patient here. We do see the wall isn't gonna get breaking there from Miami. Just gonna leave some more flexibility to rotate in and out. Seems like EMU is gonna be maybe collapsing back in and towards that B area, or at least rotating with the rest of the team towards A. But it seems like they're playing back. They're expecting Miami to get extra aggressive here, but Miami is playing very patient here. Which is a little bit unusual there for these rounds. CCR is still going to be sitting there on top of that box, waiting for EMU to try to come out. As soon as they see that Omanito going out, I'm assuming they're going to predict that push onto the A side. CCR is going to get blinded there, but he's going to decide to stay up there. We'll see if he ends up getting any kills there, but no, he's sitting on Alexander. They're not going to be stuck in this smoke here. He's going to have to wait. Maybe might be able to catch a little go if he peeks through. Nice, good shot there. Sinlock getting another kill. Dude getting one more kill as well, but just people coming from all over the place, taking out Miami players. Comfy's going to be left by himself, rotating back from the C mound area. He's just going to rush to plant that spike as Comfy has a cheeky rotate angle with that Sheriff. Could bring things to a close pretty quickly here.
Well, I don't know, though. You do have Omen very low. He is one tap to a Sheriff, so 2 nice shots. Comfy, they do know where he's at. He is going to get sought out, but he's just trying to play a little confusing here. Turret on the flank, making sure no one can run out here. You do have Omen, again, on 25 health. You do have Comfy. He is full health right now. Flash is going to go out. Not going to find anyone. They're both going to split up. Let's just see what happens here. KO Knife's going to go out. KO Molly's going to go out. Is the time going to be there? He's out to find the spray.
No,
Reload's going to come back, and it's going to take him out. A pistol round is going to go towards EMU 7-6, their first lead of the map.
Really unfortunate whiff from Comfy. Just one Sheriff shot onto Ratify would have taken him down, but no, that's unfortunately not going to be how the round goes out. And it seems like EMU is going to be gearing up to take a pretty large lead back from Miami, bringing things to 8-6. As we were once 4-1 in this game. Things have turned around pretty quickly there. In EMU's favor, I'm expecting to see, hopefully after, let's say this round goes out, and then we're in the next round. If Miami loses that next round also, we really need to see a timeout from Miami because things are clearly not working out for them. They need to reappropriate their strategy. I would have liked to see one last round, but, if we lose the next 2 rounds, it's really, really due for Miami here. Seems like EMU is going to be, again, putting that early pressure onto the C side, just like Miami was. But it's just going to be backing off a little bit after sensing some presence there. It's going to be just walking back as the rest of EMU is going to try to take some space towards A. CCR is alone on the site, but in a decent position to maybe get some early picks. Is going to jump spot that. Might have seen this the Cypher. I assume did just see him just then. That Omen might creep up and catch up by surprise though, but it seems like EMU is going to try to use that info to rotate back to A or potentially B here. That Raze is going to stay up towards C to potentially get some space back for EMU. Comfy though isn't spotted by that dart. He's have to run back to take it off, and it seems like EMU might just be, let's just go with C all along. We're just going to go back to what we were initially planning here. We do see just Samlon sitting here with the classic, so it is pretty vulnerable site here for EMU. There's going to be no sort of sentinel setup here, and Samlon is even going to have to back off himself. So Minus has to play full retake here as CMU is going to, as EMU is going to be playing this bomb.
Oh, great
nice shot!
Great shot by Comfy to take down Vova, and that is a gun down. Miami having the man advantage now. You have to play together if you're Miami. You have classics, but again, strength in numbers right now. You're up 1, and it does look like the retake is about to begin. Nade goes out. Now you're trying to force Miami into a very close position. CCR is able to find one. Thunder is able to find another one, and right now looks like they are collapsing. He might find one. Comfy's gonna find one. It does look like Renfi is on the outside though, in a planted position. Comfy not able to find anything. Oh, and he's gonna find one, but it does look like Spike got to half. Let's see what happens here. He knows he's there. He's able to find the pick. No, he is not. Renfrey able on a 3K, taking away 4 guns from EMU. A great round, but not able to close it out.
Miami's so close to closing down that thrifty round there. Just Comfy just missing some crucial shots yet again, unfortunately. And Redify just had probably a better angle to hold there also. So just able to take down Comfy pretty cleanly there. Isn't leave EMU to an 8-6, which is the expected after we saw from Piston. But Miami able to buy upon some guns. It's going to be left on some light shields, though, unfortunately, which could be a problem, especially for that Bulldog, as you're seeing coming out from EMU. But we'll just see how this round plays out. Miami should be expected to win this round based on their guns, but we have to make sure that they're really thorough in the strategy here. Seems like they're going to be playing aggressive on the A side, but it's going to get immediately taken down by Redify after getting maybe a little bit too aggressive there. And EMU was just fully prepared for this sort of push. It's just going to 5-push A, and forcing Miami to fall pretty much all the way back to the back of the site onto the stairs angle. And it's gonna be left without their smokes option there, so it's gonna be even harder for them to hold on the site. They're not most likely gonna have to just play some passive angles, and maybe just play for retake here. But all of Miami should be playing back and just waiting to see what EMU does. They're down man, they're down their smokes, so they can't really take too many extra risks here. As EMU is just getting prepared to see what Miami decides to do here as well.
It does look like they are backing off A and about to hit either B or C, trying to hit one of these open sites. They know they have the opening pick. They know they have the man advantage. They just have to play together, have to take away these guns from Miami. And it does look like some rotates are going to go out. Comfy anchoring down that C site. All 4 of EMU, my bad, looks like they're going to hit C with Cypher on A. I think he's going to try to find a good lurk here. He might have it. But it does look like Comfy is ready, and they are going to rotate. Again, you have to commit to a site now. It does look like Cypher is making noise, but it does look like they are going to. Thunder might have the timing here. Let's see what happens. I don't think he sees. No, he does not. And the opening pick to tie this round. Great shot by Thunder, and he's going to get out of there. 7 seconds left. You just have to deny plant. I think does he get it off? Does he get it off?
I think he has it.
No! And he doesn't! The round goes to Miami just because of a misplay from EMU. They did not realize how much time they had left, tried to rotate, and got taken down. The round goes to Miami with 3 guns still in their hands. As much as I like to say a great round for Miami, it was just a total misplay on EMU's part. Brings us to 7-6 in favor of Miami.
Yeah, I think it's just insane positioning and plays there from Thunder Knight. Getting 2 kills there off the bat, positioning yourself enough to be enough of a threat for EMU, where that pick can be taken down onto the person with the bomb, and just completely stop EMU from just pushing further on the site and making so they're milliseconds away from getting that bomb down. But thankfully, you close out that round. There might have been like 0.07 seconds too late from EMU. It's really unfortunate for them, but huge round pickup for Miami, as it was looking might be a little more losable if they had to play a retake here. But isn't going to get aggressive onto the mound area as the rest of the team is going to be going out. But Thunder Knight is unfortunately going to be flashed by a Doomty, and it seems like EMU's going to be committing that Raze ult, but it's going to be unfortunately wasting it. Sandlot's still in this corner. Could be in a good positioning here. Alexander taking down the Raze there. Sandlot's still in this corner. Seems like EMU might not be able to check this here. We'll have to wait to see how good this positioning is for Samlon. He's at least going to pick up one here.
That is an unfortunate pick for Miami, but Samlon could go crazy here if they commit to this. They have to know he's here, though. If you don't, Samlon could get huge value of this, and I don't think they do. I think they're going to commit. They might not know. Dragon gets a play. Yes! What a play by Samlon to take all four of them down. There you go. What a play. And EMU take it down in an instant because you do not check your corners. Another misplay by EMU, and this falls in favor of Miami. And the round slows down, Spike is down, and they're all going to hover around it. And Cypher has no choice but to save. What a great round from Miami.
That was just insane aim and positioning from Samlon. Just that spray control was immaculate as EMU just didn't check their corners. That is like a clip that just clip it they should put on Twitter, but that's also a clip that you'd see. Oh, he does go down, unfortunately.
He wanted the ace.
But he couldn't get the ace, unfortunately. But that's like, you look in the dictionary trying to play Valor, and then that's the clip right next to the word "check your corners." Check your corners. Right
They were clapping. They were clapping for the freshman.
The freshman Samlon is gonna get some hype from the rest of the team there. That's huge stuff. We're gonna see immediate replay of that round. Holy, that 4K. The spray control was insane with that last bullet too. That's gonna be the timeout going up for Miami. Maybe they just have to recoup after what just happened there. That was insane. I can't stop talking about that clip. That was so good.
That was a huge clip, huge play from Samlon to bring Miami back to an 8-8 half. Couple misplays by EMU, couple great shots as we just saw, brings Miami back into this. We didn't think it would be this competitive, but it is. But a couple misplays, a couple great shots, and Miami's right back in this, and they're looking great. You just have to be able to continue this momentum, have to snowball your economy, have to be able to make sure you're set for the rest of the rounds, and that EMU is constantly forced on a couple saves, and it does look like they will be here. That round was back and forth, though, and it did look like the Razor might have gotten some. It does look like Thunder might have gotten some, but it was Samlon. Samlon with an awareness, just waiting. The trigger discipline was there, and he's able to grab 4. Goes for his ace, not able to get it, sadly, but great round nonetheless from Samlon.
Yeah, I better set up on the Twitter. That was insane. And I'll say I feel bad for EMU's casters. To be on the other side of that would have been like, oh no, I would have been so disappointed.
We've been on that side before.
We've been on that side before, to be fair. We have some sympathy for EMU casters, but it seems honestly, I still don't know. I've seen this before. I don't know what's happening with the bear in the middle. Are they taking a nap? Is he dead?
He has the flower on him. I think he's dead.
But the big bear's a flower. Is this like a possession? Is this like a I don't know if it's like some sort of ritual here, or maybe it's a lovely funeral. A funeral's lovely. I don't know if you could say lovely funeral, but
it's
maybe just taking a nap and they're all just standing there for some reason.
Yeah, but we move on to the next round. Miami and EMU tied at 8 apiece, and it does look like EMU's going to get aggressive here on A. No resistance from Miami, but Comfy's util is set up here. Could result in a couple picks. He is going to hear the door open. He's not going to hear anything else, though. No util being thrown. You do have Omen rotating over. You do have Thunder covering the B, but they're just hovering right now. You do have EMU Cypher over towards that C side right now, and he does look like he's going to back off, and it does look like EMU is just going to play this a little bit slower, and it looks like they're going to back off here.
Yeah, EMU's just going to be continuing what they have been doing, just taking some early space and, just not being afraid to back off of that. But, they do have to keep in mind that they can't keep doing that the entire round. We're at 50 seconds left in the round, and that did cost them one round to an unfortunate not playing the bomb in time, which does suck. But, we do have the bomb on the A side here. They're setting up pretty decently for a B rotate through that wall. If they do realize that it is just Thunder Knight here, it is going to be smoked off. It's going to be throwing that nade, trying to put some pressure onto them, and that turret is going to be catching them out. So it might leave EMU with a little bit, having to take a little bit more of their time getting on the site. But it does seem like EMU is going to be going through that wall there. It's going to be already broken, and it just seems like they're going to be able to get that plant out without too much pushback there. But CCR with great positioning able to get on Redify. Thunder Knight picking out, getting a little go is going to get traded there. But CCR picking out, getting another kill. Let's leave EMU on a 2v4. And it seems like I don't even know where the bomb is.
It's over on the A side. They had it planted. I guess it was a fake, but it did not work out in favor of EMU right now. And Samlon able to find one stinger. He knows. Oh, and he's going to get taken down. But right now, EMU having the worst guns. He's not even going to go for it. He has to be able to commit and stay. Molly's going to delay playing. You are one tap, though, and he's going to get sprayed by a Doom T in favor of Miami. 9-8 Miami. Takes the lead back. Great round for Miami. The B hit did not work. You waited for too much. You had the fake, but you went into a 2v5 on a retake. That's not going to work every single time. And right now, the tide is shifting towards Miami's side. And it does look like we have another timeout coming from EMU. Their final timeout of the map. And They have to be able to come up with something to combat Miami right now. They're playing too slow. They're playing into Miami. They're playing into the chaos, like I said at the beginning of the stream. They just have to be able to work around it. And right now, they're not. They're too scared. They're too timid. And when it's too late, you have to hit a site. Miami's there. Miami is ready for you. They are not over-rotating. They are playing confident. They're playing controlled. And they're playing very, very well right now, as we've seen in the past 3 rounds.
Yeah, and you take this out at a pretty good time. Miami's starting to get their momentum back, taking the lead back from you after you crawled back to get that lead. You worked so hard to get that lead. It's good to take call timeout now because especially as we saw in the last half, EMU's timeout did sort of signal a momentum shift between the teams. But as you do remember, Miami still has that one timeout left in their pocket that they could pull out on this half still. That could try to bring the momentum back in their favor. But we'll see how effective this timeout is for EMU. Miami is starting to play a lot better. I'm really liking what Miami's been doing these last couple rounds. So we'll just have to see how EMU decides to take this timeout to learn from their mistakes and see and just sort of analyze what Miami's doing. Hopefully their coach is starting to just make sure that they're building up towards like a strong team here. But Miami is taking these rounds back, and for Miami in the past, sometimes they just need a wake up call or a good round or something like that just to bring momentum back in their favor. It could have just been losing that round after pistol could have just been like, all right, we got to take things seriously, we got to try something new, and that's what led to the last 3 rounds in a row being won here for Miami. So we'll see how they can continue this momentum as we start this round here. Miami immediately getting aggressive, pushing up towards A and breaking that B door, isn't rotating back towards B. EMU still sitting on the C side of the map on Mount, taking that space, but not quite pushing through yet. Comfy is waiting there with some util out. Is going to be throwing that storm grenade to slow them down here. But EMU still pretty stagnant here as they've been showing in the past couple rounds.
Definitely, but you do have the site split again, 3 towards C, couple towards A, and it does look like they are going to activate door. Nothing's going to go. Oh, it looks like Omen is going to get a little aggressive here along with Cypher, and it does look like they're going to slowly shift back towards that A. But right now, the team is split. You can't hit. You just have to wait. Does CCR fall into the trap, though? They are getting a little aggressive here. Cypher and Omen holding a double right now, holding a high-low, and you do have Samlon able to hear, and it does look like they're going to try to get aggressive here, and it does look like they're going to peek out and try to find anything. Shots are going to go out. They know 2 are there. CCR is just going to back off, and right now, I think they're going for another fake, but right now, you still have Comfy holding C. You have, if Comfy realizes there's 3 here, if he can find a pick, nope, he's just going to back off. We know where they're at, but right now, EMU is split, only 3 on site. 2 are still A. So if you fast retake here, the round is over. You have to be able to realize this if you're Miami and take advantage of it. And it does look like the fast retake is going to start. Can you find anything? Thunder Knight going quickly, gets shut down and still able to find one. Samlon is able to find Vova, and right now the diffusers are coming out. It's not planted in your favor though. Oh no, but Miami falling. Samlon, can you do it again? Can he find his picks? Let's see what happens here. Round slowing down. He's going to find... Vova's going to go down. Haunt's going to get destroyed. He's going to get pinged out. And it looks like he's going to get spammed down. Oh, and he's going to run out of bullets. But both of them are going to run out of bullets. The Classic's going to come out in the 3K from Alexander. It's going to take down Miami. But all 3 of them die, so they don't pick up any guns. A okay round for Miami, but EMU has no guns going into next round. You can still come back from that loss. You can still pick up a round and bring this to a 10-9 Miami.
Yeah, huge thrifty win there for EMU. All dying and losing all those guns is not great either. But still picking up that thrifty is going to be really good for momentum shifting. They still don't have enough money to full buy guns and shields there. Miami's going to be left on a Stinger and a Bulldog for some of their players. So these are looking more in EMU's favor going to this next round. It seems like they're going to want to take this lead back from Miami here, but we'll see what happens. Seems like EMU is immediately going to be pushing out for an early push on an A, but they immediately get killed by that satchel, excuse me, that nade from Thunder Knight, and that's going to be a good pick there. Isn't going to take another one, but isn't going to taken down. Miami getting picked here pretty early by EMU, just running through, and Covey's going to be left alone on the C side of the map, and he's going to have to play retake in a 1v3 here.
The prediction, though, Thunder able to get the nade and get their raise and get that early pick, but not able to do much after that. Right now, if you're Comfy, maybe you try to go for a gun. Maybe you try to find a pick or 2. But right now, you just have to be able to take these guns away. And also, EMU having their Gecko out, this round is looking pretty secure if you are EMU. You just have to be able to find those picks, and they are going to find him out. They know where he's at. And it does look like Comfy's going to choose to save here, choose to take a hero rifle into the next round, but going to be 10-9 in favor of EMU. Another shift change here. This game is back and forth.
Yeah, it's really been just dependent on, like I said before, EMU's last timeout has really allowed them to shift the momentum in their favor. I think this would be a pretty decent time for Miami to pull up their timeout. I know they're pretty conservative with their timeouts and how they like to use them, but you did just lose your lead again, and EMU's going to have the momentum going to this next round, and they have 3 ults at their disposal. Still, I would like to see a timeout here for Miami, but it doesn't seem like it's going to get called here just yet. So, if they do lose this next one, which seems somewhat likely based on their guns, I do think they need to call a timeout, and maybe timeout in the next round is a little smarter, as you're all gonna have a full buy yet again. So EMU is looking to bring this to 11-9 half, which is not looking good for Miami, because that is gonna be two more rounds, one for EMU. That's gonna be close the game, and even just one is gonna bring this things to OT. And Miami ideally wants to just close this out on their own terms. So Miami's gonna have to try to pick up as much gun as they can. Ideally win this round so you don't bring this to an 11-9 situation. But it's just gonna have to try their best, as they're gonna be left on mostly not great guns here.
It does look like EMU is calling for a rotate instantly, and they are heading towards an open A side. Do they realize that it's open? You do have CCR towards the B. He might be able to hear the footsteps. You do have KO and Cypher lurking back a little bit on the T side, but it does look like EMU is going to go for an A hit here. And it does look like Miami is ready for it. They have to be reactive here. You have the worst weapons. You have to be able to hit your shots, though, if you're Miami. And it does look like they're going to funnel through everything starting. Blind goes out. Adoopsy's able to find one. Thunder's able to find another one. And Spike goes down. Boba's able to find another pick, though. If you're Miami, you have Spike. Now Comfy able to find 2.
No
and
way!
Miami takes him down. Breaks it to a 10-10. Great round if you're Miami right now. Able to hit your shots, able to take control of the spike. EMU, again, little too slow. Miami predicting that they'd rotate, and they did. 10-10. And right now, if either team, if you're Miami right now, if you win this next one, you are pretty much set for the rest of this map. If you're EMU and you win this, this is how you bring back that bad bad round loss right there. This is a crucial round for both sides, and EMU just wanting to gun it up A like they usually do. Miami playing off site, playing off a single KJ alarm bot, but it does look like EMU going a little bit faster here, and they're not going to give Miami time to rotate, and it does like Gecko going to go out for EMU, but Miami does look like they're there. It looks like they are ready. Let's just see what happens here. It looks like they are going to get the plant down a little bit towards the side of sight. Great plant spot if you're EMU. Able to be spammed. Ooh! Nothing. A little spray damage going out for Miami. And it does look like the retake's going to begin. Thunder Knight flying in there. Can you find this pick? Great opening pick. Not able to get anything else, so Vova's going to take him down off that second KO ult. Coffee left on 16 HP. Tap's going to go out for CCR, and he's going to hold it. And great sprays. Great transfers all around. Can you find... Oh, my God, CCR. Oh my God. 11 health. How do you do it? 11-10 Miami. What a great retake for Miami. And we said all season that these retakes are not so good for Miami. We've seen many good retakes for them today in this round. This is huge for Miami. You love to see these. You love to be clutching out these rounds that you really have been struggling all year with. It's such a great relief for Miami. When you go into this next round with EMU on a broke by on a save, you have a chance to bring it to map point on their map pick.
Yeah, I mean, insane pickup for Miami. Just great shots for Miami. I love seeing how this team has developed this past season. Just showing improvement every single week. I just love to see it on a map that they've usually lost every single time, I believe, this season. Finally able to pick it up on someone else's map pick would be insane for them. But as we've seen, we did just see 2 thrifty wins back to back. So EMU could still have a chance to bring things around. EMU's being a little more spread out compared to the last couple times here. Miami's being a little bit aggressive towards that C mound area. We do see their KO sitting back here, but CCR is immediately going to get hit by their Cypher and the Omen, gonna get taking some damage here. Seems like Cupping wants to pop that ult, but might not just yet. The spike isn't even over towards that side of the map here. Seems like EMU's being prepped for a B push onto the site, and it seems like B is pretty much open there, except for Cuppy kind of sitting there with the turret sitting there as well. Just have the ultimate, which could deny a plant onto that site entirely, but just we have to wait and see what EMU decides to go for. EMU saw many else at their disposal as well. They do have that KO ult and that Cypher ult, which could help them get onto the site. But that defender culture is me going out right as EMU is trying to push onto the site. So very good timing there. So now EMU might just say, let's just go for the 8 site instead. We do have their other two players clearing it here, but CCR might be able to get a good pick here. No! Gets taken out by Redify, unfortunately, and that's going to be a huge pick to pick up for EMU. It doesn't seem like they're able to recover that gun, though, very safely. So that is at least good for their side of Miami. And Miami still does have that raise ult, which could be very useful for retaking the site here, especially if all of EMU decides to play. So it's Tree, and that ult is going to be going out. Let's see where this ends up going here.
No, he's going to get canceled out by the KO wall. You can't do anything with that, but you do have Comfy on a nice little lurk. Can you realize that someone's in the smoke? No, he's going to take one down. But Adunti's going to find the spray. Can you find the sprays? No. EMU's going to find another one. They're collapsing on Miami. Great shot by Adunti, though. He's the last one left. One. Can you find the other one? No, you cannot. Thrifty going out in favor of EMU. This is a back-and-forth game. Holy. Now, this is what I determine as the most important round. Both teams looks like they're going to be on a full buy here. And whoever wins this round has a guaranteed overtime. So you go into the net, you go into map point, relax, and you put the pressure on the other team to win that round. You have to be able to close it out here so you're feeling more relaxed and more comfortable as you go into map point. But both sides full buys, this is it. Both teams pulling out the stops nose. If they lose this round, there's a good chance they'll lose the next one. You have to be able to win this round. It does look like Miami's going to get aggressive here, and it's going to force EMU off. EMU working B, though. The A site completely wide open, though. And CCR trying. Let's see what happens here. Miami grouped up on Mount. They are not giving up, but it does look like the pinch is going to be out. Can Miami recognize this? One shot. EMU's going to take the CCR. Oh, great shots for Miami. And trades go out in favor of Miami. EMU down to their last player. And he's going to get down by a great shot by Adumti. And it's 12-11 map point Miami. Great round. You recognize the pinch could be there, but great shots all around. And you do not allow EMU to pinch you. You take the round from them and you go onto map point with EMU as much as they can scrape a couple light shields, the Spectre and a Stinger and a Bulldog. They don't have a full buy, but they have to buy the most that they can right now. Miami, you have to be able to close this out. You can't bring it to overtime. Close it out now. Go into bind your map pick with up 1-0. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, that was bar none the most important round in the entire map to win, and Miami did pick that up. EMU left on little to no guns, but we did see that there's been multiple thrifty wins, and Little Go is in a very good position here to maybe catch CCR off guard, but is going to be backing off here. Coming getting an early pick there on the Redify as they're trying to go to the A side, getting another pick. It's CCR taking a Little Go out, not able to call off guard. Instead of taking out Company in a little trade there, doesn't mean EMU left on 1 HP and full HP, 2 people to 4. And with Miami still having the Fatal and having the guns here, it seems like it might be Raptor or EMU. That's the Fatal going to be going out, give them the exact positioning of where these EMU players are going to be sitting. And it's going to leave the Gecko on 1 health. The Gecko is going to have the ultimate there, but Bova is taking out CCR, Doom taking out Santi, and Thunder taking out Bova. Amazing map win for Miami, finally picking up a rough win on Lotus, and it wasn't even their pick this time. Great stuff for Miami. I love to see that outcome. Miami has been saying, we've got Lotus, we're not actually that bad. We've got Lotus, not actually that bad. Each time, it seems like they've been proven wrong every single time.
Simlon and Adam were hugging there. The team is happy there. They are ecstatic that they won on Lotus. This is a great, great win for Miami. Now, let's talk about the match. Let's look first. Thunder popping off 20-19. That's what you love to see from your duelist. CCR again fitting into that smokes role very, very well. And Adumti, of course, 20-13. Great stuff from the team, and we love to see the freshman. He had his moment. He had his 4K. It was a great overall team win for Miami, but now we move on to bind. You move on to your map pick, and you're feeling good. You're up 1-0 against EMU. A closer match than you anticipated, but you go into Lotus, you win, and now you move on to bind your map pick. What are we thinking right now, Trey?
I think Miami is looking very good right now. Every player on that team, even looking at the scoreboard, has been fitting their role, has been playing very, very well. They're playing together. They're playing well. There might have been a couple of missteps there in the last map. It's probably closer than they would have liked, but, that's the map they've been struggling on for the entire season. They're finally able to pick up a win. They're breaking their Lotus curse, which is a huge step for Miami to move forward. And, they're moving on to their map pick that they've shown prowess on time and time again in the past. If I'm Miami, I'd be feeling pretty confident right now, especially looking at the overall series record. But, you can't take things you can't take things not seriously here, as EMU's still a pretty good team, as they did bring you to a 12-11 situation, And as you can see on the scoreboard, I do believe Alexander died almost every round except for one, which is a little bit unfortunate there. But you know, isn't playing that duelist role pretty well. We're gonna see some insane clips here. Great shots from Thunder Knight, and that Samlon 4K. Oh, I love to watch that again. That's rig control is insane. I wish I had a game like that. That's just great stuff.
It was a great round. CCR again with his 11 health. How do you do it? It was a great win for Miami. And again, you avoid the pinch here. It was very good. You had CCR on the support. It was very nice to recognize that the pinch could be there and CCR to support his team to not allow that pinch to happen. That was the round that turned for Miami, and you turn that into a map win. And now we look towards Bind, but I think we're going to take a short little break here. Ready for map 2. Players are getting ready. We will see you in 5 for more Valorant.
Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back to Miami University versus Eastern Michigan, and we're going right into insight. They have us no time to yap. Let's say stop the yapping, just go right into the game here, and we are going to be seeing Miami going to be hovering a pretty, I feel like it's somewhat typical comp. We do see a Doomty on that Gecko though, which is a little bit strange, and EMU just immediately locking that full comp.
Wow.
We see that Yoru Deadlock, Brimstone Fade, and Breach, what is a very interesting comp here. I don't know if you have anything to add on about that comp.
That's a very interesting comp. I can kind of see the Yoru pick as working more as a sentinel on both sides. You know, throw your TP one site and go to the other site and allow yourself to kind of control both areas of the map. But that's a very interesting pick. I want to see that on offense because Yoru on offense could go either way. They have to be able to use it well, though. You have to know how to use Yoru well to be able to continue that. But we're seeing a standard comp for Miami, no Sentinel, like usual. That Viper, like we said earlier, is their Sentinel. Comfy, great at lurking, great at finding picks. Hopefully they can do that again, starting on attack. It's a great comp for Miami. It works to their strength. They're very chaotic strengths, but you have to be able to work around this Yoru. Double an initiator comp too. Comfy is right. This is new. I am very, very shocked we're seeing this right now. And I do see Deadlock is going to be used more on the B side, but when you have no mid and you have to run through 2 chokes to get onto the site, Deadlock is going to be a little bit more with their sound sensors. They're going to be able to delay pushes more, but you can't get picked off if you're Deadlock right now. You have to be able to sit back, use those to your advantage, and there we see the Yoru TP already going out. He's staying on the A side, but also has a presence on the B side. That's the power of Yoru, presence on both sides, and we're probably seeing a teleport instantly come out from him right now. Wall's going to go out to delay the plant a little bit more. Can they find anything? No. See, TP instantly goes out, and now you have 3 on site if you're EMU. This is what you get from the power of Yoru, but you don't have that standard duelist of getting on entry because you have that teleport. Doesn't really work as well. Dude, that teleport has a delay where you can't pull out your gun, and that delay can ultimately be what gets you killed.
Yeah, we do see Miami is still playing a little bit more passive here. We have Company just still lurking towards the A-short area, seeing if EMU doesn't get aggressive at all, but EMU is just going to be sitting back. Miami's still sitting, maybe thinking about TPing here onto this A site, but both teams just playing very much at a standstill right now. We do see that Euro TP did end up expiring there onto the A site, so it's going to take Euro a little bit longer to go onto the site there, as the other TP was already used. 39 is going to be satching onto the site, though, so it doesn't even matter. The Euro is going to be left on 1 HP. Santy taking out Samlon, but Adupti taking out Santy in a little bit of a trade here. We do see Leonard, who kind of stuck on site here, isn't going to get fought by Thunder Knight here.
Oh,
it's gonna take down Thunder Knight, and that's means the wingman plant gonna be going down. Company gonna be fortunately getting some kills on the Redify after getting hit by that sound sensor from Hookah, which is really the only good sound sensor in the game for Deadlock. Company taking down a Let Her Go there, and it seems like the last player from EMU, yes, Yova's going down for Miami. Huge first round win there for Miami. And yeah, I think I'm not too sure if they were intentionally waiting out that Euro TP, but that was a good forward thing. But it didn't even matter in the first place. Miami just able to double satchel on the site with Thunder Knight, able to get those good picks. So good stuff there for Miami, going to lead them with the gun advantage going to this next round.
Great round for Miami there. And they've already found the weakness to Deadlock, and that's, let's just go over it. Thunder able to get in there, able to find his picks, able to create chaos on site. Like we've said constantly, Miami thriving off of that chaos. And it does look like EMU is going to prepare for a short hit right here. They do recognize it, but this blind's going to go out. Great shots from Samalon. Holy!
Oh my God.
3 taken down instantly. And the freshman again hitting his shots, finding his stride. And now EMU centered. Doonty knows where he's at though. Slotted himself in the showers. Can he find them? But Samalon, he wants his revenge. He wants his ace. Oh, and he's going to steal it away. Doomty's going to take down Deadlock. And right now, it is just Breach left in a 1v5. You do have a couple people low, though. You have to be able to recognize that. Comfy, can you find the timing? Oh, you definitely can. Oh, now you got to fall back if you're... Ooh. He's going to go chasing. He wants that gun. But nope, a great tap from Comfy. Great recognition. It's going to take him down in a flawless round for Miami. You keep all those guns. You keep those 3 Guardians, which is huge. That's an upset potential right here going into this 3rd round.
Huge flawless win there for Miami. Able to keep those guns. Those Guardians really showing some good use there. Samlon sitting back getting another clean 3K, as you saw in the the map previously as well. Great aim there from Samlon, but EMU able to pick up those full rifles there is going to be able to give Miami a little bit more of a run for their money with their buy here. But it's going to all depend on how they decide to play things. That cat spray we are going to be seeing showcased there on the screen. Thank you very much for production for that one. And we are going to see Miami immediately pushing down B long with 4 players in that dog in first. Just to clear everything out. It's going to get immediately shot out there. It seems like Amy's going to be still playing a little more aggressive on this angle here, trying to slow down Miami, maybe get some early picks off, and that is going to work for Little Go, which is going to take down the Doomty. It's going to allow Thunder Knight to pick up that other weapon there and allow him to hold the angle for himself. And it's going to get peeked by Little Do, but that doesn't have to do anything. They're not getting a kill onto Santy, and that's going to leave Miami back to even man advantage, and that's going to be that sight line going to be a real choke point there for both teams.
Great recognition there. Able to find him out, and the grab net taking down his own teammate, and Miami, but you do have Deadlock finding Samelon. He is going crazy right now for how low of health he is, but Miami has no way to clear him out. You do have still 3. Comfy on a nice lurk though. Can you find a good timing? And he doesn't. He's not able to hit the headshots, but Miami's already rotated. That was supposed to be a huge pick for Miami, and it falls. Right now, it is 2v4 right now, but you do have 2 members of EMU very low. 2 quick and early picks from them could favor this towards Miami, but you just have to group up and play together. Breach for line's going to go out, and it looks like, are they going to swing this? No, they're not, but EMU is here. They know Miami has to commit to a site here. And Thunder Knight's going to take down one of the high health ones. This could be very winnable for Miami. A couple great shots. Thunder is going to take down Breach. I don't think they have enough time. He's going to get another nade. He's going to force him to swing out a 4K in favor. It's a plant. No, he's not. And it's going to go towards EMU, but you take away so many guns there from EMU, but you can't pull out the round. Not able to go up 3-0, 2-1 in favor of Miami, but still a great round there. Couple things could have gone your way. That's your round, but you're still able to take 4 guns away from EMU, send them to pistols and a sheriff. Looking great right now. You just have to be able to keep these guns. Can't let EMU get any momentum going into these next rounds.
Yeah, they may have been a lost round, but that's the best case scenario for a loss. EMU's going to be left on literally one gun going to center. Actually, 2 guns. Or no, 1. They just dropped it and gave it to the Euro. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense there. But it's going to be Miami going for the exact same strategy. You're going to send 4 down, be long, slightly setting that dog going in first. Sandlot's just gonna run it down. They're gonna send the dog a little bit later here.
I know that.
Is gonna hit by the Euro's gonna be hit by the dog after flashing out. But flash is going out from both teams here. Alexander taking out Third Night, but Sandlot looking down Alexander while being flashed. Good pick there from Sandlot. Both teams left on the 4v4 yet again. Company is gonna be lurking in the exact same spot going towards A. Maybe Amy will be a little more cautious about this angle this time. But it seemed like they did send CCR up towards Hookah, but is gonna be falling back here. Seems like the team is getting ready to go for a TP here after Company has taken some space and showers.
Definitely does look like it, and it looks like the rotates are instantly going to come in. They know that they have the man advantage and the weapon advantage. You just have to be careful if you're Miami. You can't get picked off here. You can't let these guns go down. The timing. CCR is going to take down Brim, but Brim's going to find a Doomty. A very unfortunate timing if you're Miami, and Comfy on this. And he's going to get taken down. This is falling apart for Miami right now. 2v3. Breach Sunlight's going to go out, and CCR having to fall back. But they don't know. And he's left on 14 HP, but he takes down Breach to 1 hit too. You have to be able to hit your shots here, Samalon. Can you do it again? He's going to fall back, but I don't know. Are they going to go chasing? No, they're just going to go head to CT. They know he's low. They know they should have played together, get the trades off. They have to play it. It looks like Samalon, the freshman. Can you pull out another round? Let's see it. Vex going out first. You know he's low. You have to be able to give your full health player. You have to be able to get Little Go a chance to find the pick. They don't know where he's coming from, though. Breach stun. Breach blind's going to go out. It does look like he's going to dodge all the shots, though. Can you find one?
Nice!
Oh, my God!
Oh, my God!
You did it again! Samalon with another 4K clutch, and the freshman is going crazy again on this map.
Oh, my God. Samlon got to be the MVP here. That's just insane. We're going to... The players got to be probably going in the other room for that one. That was insane. I love to see that. And oh my God, Samlon 7-2. Had that Skyhold disposal. I was gonna be like, using that Skyhold to see where they're coming from, but didn't even need it. They just ran right into his crosshair, able to get boom, boom. Even though he was low HP, didn't even matter. He didn't get shot 1 time. great stuff from Samlon. And that's when Samlon, hopefully creating some momentum in the rest of the round, is showing to be the MVP of this map so far.
Definitely. Again, another 4K going insane right now in both of these maps, and you do have Yoru sitting here on long, and he does have his one blind set up where he can bounce it off one of those pillars right there, but he's gonna blind, not gonna see anything. You have Comfy lurking on A again, and you have Miami slowing it down this time, controlling the tempo, but it does look like they're gonna work towards A. They know there could be a possible lurk showers. Miami's just gonna fall back, play the A site here, but you have Yoru again already over to A, always having the man advantage on sites. That's been huge for EMU, but just not able to take out a couple of these rounds. And they're gonna go fast. They know their game plan. Thunder stunned, and it looks like Comfy's they're gonna try to take Lance here as quickly as they can, but it doesn't look like it. Alexander's gonna take down CCR through, but Gecko's gonna get the plant down. You have everything going on right now, and Miami falling back into a post man, but EMU is already there. Sun's gonna go out. He's not even finding anything. Thunder's gonna get taken down and Lance. Samon is gonna get 3 of them there. Not even find another one. He's gonna find one. You have a Doomsday. Comfy's gonna take down one. The pressure gonna start falling for them. A Doomsday's gonna find another one, and it's Comfy left. No one there though. You have to be able to take. Oh, Wall's gonna go out. You 24 health because of you having to cross. I don't think you have anything. Let's see what happens right here. And he's gonna get sprayed down. Round's gonna go to EMU. 2-3 in still favor Miami.
Yeah, I tried to use that Viper util to slow down the bomb, but wasn't able to stall it just enough, and that deadlock wall was really gonna be the nail in the coffin there, making sure he couldn't peek the diffuser there. So good stuff there from EMU, but unfortunately bring Miami to a 3-2 half. Still keeping the lead here, but Miami's gonna be left on somewhat of a safe round. They might be able to force up some weapons here, but not nearly to the a scale that EMU is going to be able to buy. Not going to be able to full buy the greatest rifles necessarily on EMU side either, but still a much better buy than Miami's going to be forced with here. Still have enough Thunder Knight, going to have that Razor at their disposal, but EMU is going to have that breach shell, which is still one of the most powerful ults in the game for potentially retaking a site. So I'm assuming they're going to try to play off that ult here, but it seems like EMU is going to get more aggressive towards Showers, going to try to get that ult orb for their rim right away. But Redify is immediately going to die after getting that ultimate orb. Isn't it Thunder Knight pushing out, but Little Ghost able to catch Thunder Knight and Samlon off guard as they're going to send Wingman to plant that bomb. Are they able to stop it for EMU? No, that bomb is going to be going down for Miami, which is great stuff there for Miami, but they have to play this post plant very carefully. They do have that breach and fatal up for EMU for this retake, which I'm not too sure if they'll even need because of how Miami's guns are looking, but still Miami has to play this very carefully to try to win this round at all, or at least get some more guns out from EMU. But Adupti getting one, unfortunately getting taken down by Alexander. Comfy getting the trade though. Comfy getting another on to Santi, and that's me, Vova and Comfy. Vova taking on Comfy, that's me. Both Brims left in a 1v1 here. Vova does have the ultimate, breach. And Vova's gonna sell the ultimate, but nice! CCR able to swing that with the classic, able to take it out with 1 shot remaining. And CCR also using his utility able to stall the bomb. Just great stuff there. And Vova being left on 1 HP just made it perfect opportunity for CCR just to swing a little with that classic and take that down. That was a huge half-buy win for Miami to win there.
A very, very great round, like you said. And we have to turn to Comfy and Odunti hitting their shots, able to stop the momentum of EMU. And you had CCR on the lineups, not able to hit it, but still, he was low enough that even a pistol shot took him down. And it was a great round for Miami, but you have to be able to continue this momentum if you're Miami. You cannot let my EMU back into this game like we've seen. And Thunder getting very aggressive here. And Miami trying to take showers here. They do take the control. Thunder having his ult, and also you have Viper Pit. You could shut down a post play if you want, but also the rotates coming out from EMU, but it looks like Miami might have the read on them. A solid pick here, and you might, but it looks like EMU is going to rotate back Miami, playing a more default, trying to find at least one pick here. Are you going to find it? Do you recognize he's there? Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, my business is me having a Dupty still sitting here on A short, with the rest of the team is me going towards B. It's like the Yoru might be peeking out here. Oh, it's just going to immediately TP back after swinging into CCR there, going to the other site. Dupty just still sitting here, waiting to see if any of EMU tries to peek him there. It seems like Miami's going to be just holding back on B, waiting for those rotates to come out from EMU towards the A side, over-rotating, hoping to over-rotate a little bit so they can just explode on this B side or even just TP away. Dupty is going to be slowly backing away after hearing that early pressure. and hopefully gives the Miami the okay to start pushing towards that B site. But it's seeming like EMU might be expecting this as they are sending some to rotate back. Just as Miami's gonna be executing onto the site, they're not immediately popping that Razor. Is looking for his first victim here. Might have to shoot as soon as time's running out, and his EMU is gonna be slowly having to retake the site. Isn't it take down Voba there? Good ult there, Thunder Knight, and that's gonna be the dog going out. Gonna be trying to clear elbow here for Miami to just take this base away from EMU. But EMU is fully rotated back now. Miami's have to play post plant, and they're gonna be deciding to fall back towards the long and try to play from a distance to defend the spike.
Right now, if you're Miami, you have to be aware of that Brim ult. That could shut you down in an instant. It could find you out. CCR, Molly's going to go out. Doomty's able to find Deadlock there, and Miami just has to hold for the post play. Samulon, great shot, but the Doomty's going to get taken out. One player remaining.
Nice.
The Sprite's going to go down. Thunder's going to take down Sandy, and it's 5-2 Miami. Again, like we said, once Miami gets that momentum rolling, they have to be able to keep it, and that's what they're doing right now. They take a 3-round lead right now. You're looking good on the half. You have to look good, and you can't give up a couple rounds at a timeout coming from EMU. Like I said, you have to be able to take these attack rounds. You can't let EMU get a 5-7, 6-6 half. You have to be able to at least have it 8-4, 9-3, 10-2 in favor of Miami. So you can go on to these defensive rounds and maybe win the pistol, win the next round, or lose the pistol, and you'll still be fine. You'll still have a couple rounds to come back. You win your bonus, and you'll be fine. But right now, let's look at the player of the game, Samulon. This guy's been going crazy all night.
Yeah, Sandlot just had insane plays, just clip after clip after clip as we've been spectating him. But just love to see a freshman doing so well on this team and just showing that he's really been adapting and working well with this team. You know, being set up by his team as well, just showing how much this team chemistry has improved. Even with just including a different player just 2 weeks ago with CCR, it seems like the team's already just found their groove and is playing very well together. Even with all these sort of roster swaps that I've been seeing throughout the year. I just love to see how this team is playing. And it seems like they're trying to continue it as they're going into this next round of bind. Miami's going to have a lot better of a bye compared to EMU, which is going to help them prepare going into this next round. EMU did call a timeout though, so they might have some sort of strategy going out here, and a little bit of promotion there for VALORANT Game Changers Championship, which is happening in a week or so here. So check it out. It seems pretty cool. I know Fluorescent is just might be a top 5 player in the whole league, but it's still just in Game Changers right now.
I would love to see a Fluorescent versus Demon 1v1. That would be insane. But right now, as we start the round, Miami again. Force. Oh, EMU's going to find one. Can he find another? No, he gets a little too aggressive, evening the round. That Breacho was able to find one, but Alex getting a little too aggressive there. And it's going to fall back even. And Miami right now kind of in control right now. You control where you go, but you do have Deadlock walling off showers. You do have Fade over on A. And it looks like right now, this way is just changing. It's even right now. Like, you just got to see what happens here.
Yeah, Miami's just going to be slowly rotating back from the A area towards B. Going to be preparing for another push onto the long as we are have seen in the past couple rounds. That bomb is going to be rotating a little bit late, though. The rest of the team seems to be pushing back for a long hit here. I assume they're just a little scared of that potential hookah trip from the Deadlock, which is very, very good. It's pretty much unavoidable. So the long play seems a little more safe for them. And it seems like that's what they're going to be doing. Thunder Knight just immediately double satcheling onto the site there. That goal isn't be going out from Miami. Is going to take down the Euro. It is off Thunder Knight to catch 2 as Vola was caught off guard trying to defend from the other angle. That's going to be, they're not getting 2 kills and Miami able to get that plant down with the wingman. And EMU's going to have to try to rotate this site, have to retake the site, excuse me, with being left on a 2v4. Nope. But it seemed like they're just going to fall back and not even try that one out. I was gonna say they have the Deadlock ult to maybe get an early pick here and force Miami out of position, but you know they're just gonna play back, try to save their remaining guns, save their ultimate for the next round to come. And I feel like that might be the smart decision considering EMU's economy currently. But Miami start throwing out that Molly for safekeeping as they don't know EMU is just gonna be saving this round.
Yep, you gotta secure it any way you can. You don't know where they're at. Once you realize that they are saving, like CCR does, clearing everything, it looks like he wants to go hunting. He's going to go hunting. Samulon already up showers. He's going hunting too. They're making sure that they put at least some pressure on the EMU to keep the guns if they do. Samulon, again, let's just see if he finds one. Does he? Oh, he's going to run right to a judge. He's going to get taken down. Gun going to go in favor of EMU. Very, very, I would say unwise decision, but it falls in favor of EMU. But Miami still up 6-2. You continue to snowball your economy. This is what you want to see. You at least get to a 6-6 half. You're looking great right now if you're Miami. You just have to be able to close out maybe the rest of these 4 rounds by the way you're looking. But EMU has 3 big ults online. You have the Euro ult as basically a Sova drone but it's a person. He could jump out anytime he wants. You have the Brim ult that could shut down a site if he wanted it to, and you also do have Deadlock ult that could take one down. Oh, and it does look like Comfy's going to get caught off guard here. Yoru's going to TP out in his favor of EMU right now. That's the power of Yoru too, able to get those picks and able to get out. Those pop flashes are insane sometimes, and he's able to find one right there. He's able to find Comfy. They're Sentinel down. They have to be able to find a pick here. You have to be able to warp through the map and find something. Ooh, do they know he's there? Shots having to back off. No, nothing traded there. You do have Sandy left on the judge here, still on Hookah. CCR, can you find a pick? Can you bring Miami back into this game? Everyone working every side of the map besides Hookah, knowing that there's a death trap right there. Miami slowing it down still. Spike still towards A right here. Ooh, couple of good shots. Able to take him down to a little bit of HP. Smoke's going to go out. It does look like they're going to fall back to B. If you can get on site here, you can find a pick or two. This would be huge, but you do have Fade Hookah. You have to be aware that you know what they had last round, and it looks like CCR might be falling to it. No, he's going to fall back. Great recognition. You're already on B. They're hitting their stack side again, but it doesn't matter if you're Miami. You've hit stack sides before and you're fine. Nate's going to go out towards backside. That might be bad for Deadlock. He's going to find one, though. 11 seconds left. You have to plant if you're Miami. He's going to find one. He has to get this plant down. If you're Miami, 3 seconds left. Oh, and they're just going to collapse on him. Spike's going to go down. Doomty not able to do anything. A little bit of a bad round there from Miami. Collapsed on by EMU, and it's going to go in 3-6 in favor of Miami still.
Yeah, fantastic retake there from EMU. Be able to catch up Miami's somewhat missteps there. You know, that I assume catching that double snap swing tonight with that Deadlock ult did catch Miami off guard and really helped their gameplay entirely, which was just a really just start to ult to use. And you know, this sort of situation where EMU has a lot of ults up, they did end up ult dumping the last map. I'd say ended up winning the round, but this time they only needed one ult to win this round, which is making things looking very much better for EMU going into this next round. We do see both teams able to somewhat full ball gun. Sandy sticking with that tried and true judge, just gonna be sitting in Hookah, just trying to catch Miami off guard for once, and maybe catch them making another bad decision. But both teams gonna have 2 ults up. But I'd say Miami has a little bit better of the 2 ults up. For sure, gonna have that Brim ult to play post plant and just to stall out even further. But seems like Miami's gearing up for a 5 hit onto A. Miami has no contention on their side of the map. They're gonna be all running down on Comfy, who should be sitting in showers. He is sitting in a very defensive spot here, so he could be in the position to get an easy pick here onto Vova. But no, he's gonna miss the first couple shots. Is gonna get taken down. Miami already got the bomb down though, and is able to play back. Is likely just gonna be playing for that Brim ult just to try to protect him, to make sure that they can stall that bomb even further. They just need to play for the ult to go out, but the Euro is going to be going out trying to find out exactly where Miami is, and might be able to discern that they're going to be just playing all back here. Is going to get immediately spotted here and just run back from Salmon, try to clear showers before he runs out of time. Ooh. But Thunder is going to take down Vova, and that's going to be both Brim ults going out at once. Both laser beams from the sky going down, and that's going to be the Molly going out onto the bomb there. A nice little lineup going out as they start to defuse, but he did bump that Molly off of the bomb, and that's still be Thunder Knight running in with a 4K and just taking things down. I don't think we saw any of those kills on the spec, but insane 4K from Thunder Knight. Maybe would have been a little more hype if we saw all those kills, but wow, insane performance there. 14-5 now in this half.
I mean, Brim playing some excellent defense there, not allowing the Molly to get there, but still Thunder recognizing it and just collapsing on EMU. Great 4K there. Thunder in the chat. We love to see these teams be friendly with each other. A little friendly banter going back and forth. But it is 7-3 in favor of Miami. 2 rounds left in this half. But you do have Rays all online now. Comfy, can you find one? He does see him there. He does spot him there. He is going to fall back. You do have a high-low here for EMU. But this ult's going to go out very quickly. Can you realize that they could be Hookah? Let's see. He might shoot it. I think he does. Does he? No, he's gonna shoot it. Hookah is. They have to pinch Hookah. Oh, and Comfy's gonna find one. And now, if you're Miami, the site's looking a little claustrophobic right now. You just lost Hookah, and you have to be able to come back from this. You have to be able to take a couple picks here. You just lost your one person who has an ult. Oh, that's gonna miss a little bit. That's not gonna connect. You know that though. Miami preparing for a retake. Ooh. Oh, good shots from.
Nice.
CCR is able to find 2. Now able to find another one. This is going to fall in favor of EMU right now. 4-7. Still in favor of Miami, though.
Yeah, Miami's still going to be having the advantage, and it's going to have a guaranteed advantage going to the next half as they are 7 right now. Is going to be trying to close things out to an 8-4 half here, which would be really good for Miami, considering how things are going with their compositions. Miami's still able to full buy guns though. CMU left on a little bit more of a lighter buy, with a Bulldog being forced on one player and Light Shields on another player. So Miami's looking very good going to this next round. But we have the fade out coming out from EMU, which can be very good for post plan. But we do have that Viper ult as well, which could be very good for post plan as well. Just putting on the bomb and forcing EMU to play in a really strange position, especially since they don't have that Brimwall up to try to force that the Viper out of their own ultimate. So this could find some very good value, assuming that Comfy can get to the team when they get that bomb planted down. We'll see how this round pans out here. It seems like the whole team is going to be going for a 5 push down A short. That's going to get not contested at all either. The wingman play is going to be going down. It seems like Comfy is preparing for that Viper roll as I was describing. That's going to be a very good Viper roll going down. They're going to force EMU to play very unconventionally around that Viper ult to try to get that defuse down. They do have that deadlock ult up there now, so they could try to search through there with the deadlock ult to try to get that Viper out, which would be a very good positioning, and that is going to be going out. I don't think the deadlock ult is going to be catching anyone. That Doopy's going to be popping that Gecko ult, and it's going to be taking out someone in showers, and there's so much YouTube going down right now. Redify taking out Salmon, Thunderlight taking out Redify on a quick trade here. Is Alexander going down Company? Thunderlight with another trade there going to Alexander, but that's going to be the Viper ultimate going down for Miami, and that's going to be the Molly going out though. CIT can be able to rotate through U-Haul and they catch him off guard, and that's going to be them fighting Miami as the Doopy is going to be flashed, and that's going to leave EMU, I believe, not able to defuse. No, it looks like they have time. Oh! No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Good stuff for Miami. I clearly don't know my spike timings enough. I don't have that 1, 2, 3, 4 method down or whatever it is, but yeah, Miami able to clean up that round. Great stalling there. They did end up losing Viper along the way, but hey, he still won the round. Just very clean stuff there. Able to bring things to an 8-4 half for Miami, and doesn't be a Doom T immediately calling a timeout going into this first half, which I don't necessarily mind, especially with how they're expecting to play this half going forward.
Definitely. Miami has to be able to find these opening picks here. EMU is getting these opening picks, and it's really hard to come back when you get those opening picks. But Miami's able to do it, but you can't let EMU go into this attack half getting picks, because then you're really going to crumble, and you're going onto your weaker site up 8-4. You can give up a round or two, but not many. You have to be able to snowball pistol round if you win it. You have to be able to not allow EMU to snowball if they win pistol round. This is going to be a crucial pistol round, and it could go either way. And I feel like if Miami pulls out this pistol round, they can pull out the win here.
Yeah, and Miami really needs to snowball this pistol round, because they are 8-4. They didn't win this pistol round. They're essentially going to be back to 10-4, which means they just need 3 more rounds to win to bring this map out, and even just 2 more to bring this to overtime. And even with the half differences, Miami's looking strong enough to seems like they could win just 3 rounds after those first 2 fall into place there. So we're just gonna have to see how things work. And it does seem like we're going to get Little Bug just sitting in this little shop area here. Little Bug was a little absent a little earlier, but we're not finally getting to see him. He's just going to be sitting here, nodding, looking around. Hi, Little Go.
I think he's looking for a vendor. I think he's looking for someone to sell to.
Yeah, Little Go, he's not coming to the shop just yet. Unfortunately, just lacking in business today. They're too focused on their jobs right now. It's like, just stop by, buy some spices, maybe even shoot them a little bit.
Yeah.
I
don't think he'd be happy with that. But the round does start here. It does look like EMU is kind of working the B side here. Samlon able to grab the ult orb and going to back off. You do have Comfy working hookah right now. EMU 4 stacking right now towards the B side. B long, they're going to work that very, very slowly. Miami stacked towards A, though. 3 of them looking down short, not knowing where anyone is. No noises have been made. Both teams playing it very, very quiet. Yoru lurking on the site. He knows they have no sentinel. He knows he has no way for them to stop to get on the site. Blind's going to go out, and it looks like it's going to spot them instantly. And the execute starts for EMU. But to fall back instantly, Comfy, can you find the pick? No, we cannot. Samwon's able to find the trade, though. And right now, if you're EMU, the site's looking a little claustrophobic. You have Samlon. He just has to play noise. And right now, Miami is playing a very, very fast retake. Thunder's able to take down 1. Can you find 2? Refi's going to take down 1. Vova's going to take down another one. And he's left down on 1 HP. And he's going to get taken down by Doomty. Great 3K there from Adam. And it goes in favor of Miami. 9-4 off the pistol round. Great round for your Miami. Good trades coming out of Hookah, allowing Miami to pinch the site and allow the site to be claustrophobic if you're EMU, and that site they came in so fast and they did not allow EMU to get set up in a post plant. And Miami just tore them down one by one. Even if you didn't get the kill, you put them down to low HP and did not allow it to go any further.
Yes, great press around there for Miami. Going to set things up for a 10-4 lead potentially. But you have seen in the last half, there have been plenty, or last round, excuse me, there have been plenty of thrifty wins from both teams here. So things could go very not great for Miami, assuming they don't play this very seriously. But it seems like EMU just be prepared for a 5-hit on A short, as I've been showing in the past. That Euro is prepared to flash, but immediately just gets headshot by a Doomty. He's going to slow things down for EMU. EMU decides it seems like they're still trying to push this here, though. They have to try to push their short angles to try to get those extra little picks with their classics. And now let Miami take their range with their guns are going to really thrive here. And it seems like EMU is going to be splitting up a little bit more. Going to try to take some showers control. No one is watching showers yet for Miami. They do have that wall going down, but that Fade Dog is likely going to get heard by CCR. And is going to be a little more prepared to re-smoke that or to watch that just entirely. Redify able to push up towards short. Doomty spotting out, getting a little bit of damage down onto him, but he's able to back off with his life. And Miami is still not budging here from the B side either. They're fully locking out both sides of the map, not letting EMU get any just ninja plants down, not over rotating. I like this positioning here for Miami. Seems like EMU is still going to fall back a little bit more. They can't really save here. They have to do something. They have to try to get these guns out of Miami's hands. Let's just see who decides to make the first move here.
Definitely. You still have EMU grouped towards A. You do have Thunder rotating towards the B site right now. And it looks like EMU is going to prepare for a hit. Smokes go down. The execute begins for EMU. And they're going to get spotted out. Miami might have to back off here. CCR able to find one. Can you find another? Can you find it through the Sprite? No, you cannot. Spike goes down for EMU, but Miami is here. They are ready, and they're going to retake fast like they did normally. All of EMU grouped up in lamps, and he's just, Wingman's just going to go out. Thunder's going to find one. He's going to get the trade, though. They have to be able to peek into Wingman. He's going to get taken down. Nice. Another round in favor of Miami. 10-4 Miami.
10-4 Miami, exactly what you'd like to see going into the beginning of this half. And we just see Miami going to be left on EMU going to be able to full buy guns. Miami going to be left on the guns that they can win with the next round. But that's not too much to worry about with Miami. You're up 6 rounds. You're looking at only having to win 3 more to closing down this map in the series here. Miami's looking great so far. Hopefully they can carry this momentum into the next couple rounds. Seems like that time at the beginning of the half really helped things out there. The players just joking around a little bit with each other from Miami. Seems like EMU, though, is going to be prepared for a B hit this time. And it seems like Miami is similarly set up here this time. They show some early aggression towards showers, but as soon as they don't see anything, it looks like they're most likely going to end up falling back here. Going to see some early aggression there from EMU on both sides of the B site there. Miami going to be backing off of Hookah, though. Not going to lay as much of a death trap as EMU was in the past couple rounds. But Salma with a great clean shot on Alexander, and CCR on a great clean shot on the Little Go. Back in the spawn. So like EMU very confused and very worried about what's going to be behind them and all around them. Seems like Redify's going to be ready to try to catch a Doomty here, but is going to get back up for by CCR and is going to get the kill down. EMU's on the left with just 2 versus 5, trying to take this B side down. And he's going to take on Thunder Knight and Samlon, but Kobe with clean 2 shots at the Sheriff, able to clean things up there on the B side, not allowing EMU to get the bomb down. 11-4, great win for Miami. Winning around there aren't really what we're supposed to, but EMU getting collapsed on after Miami getting those early picks, just getting collapsed from all sides on both ends of the map, not letting EMU get the bomb down. Just great stuff there for Miami. Calling another timeout, which I think is really needed from EMU. If Miami wins 1 more, they're bringing things to at least OT, which is something you really don't want to see from EMU. So I would love to see how EMU tries to reincorporate the strategy as they have 7 rounds to win before they can bring things back to a tie.
This is what we like to see from the Miami team. This is the type of play they love. Get those picks early. Don't let them on site. This is what we love to see from an attack half or a defensive half when you're an attack team. This is beautiful. This is protocols. This is what you've been training for. This is practice. This is scrims. This is VOD review. This is beautiful Valorant coming from Miami right now, and especially on an attack half where it was kind of back and forth. It was iffy. Right now, you're dominant on this defensive half. You're not allowing EMU to get these post plants, and if they do, you're going quick and you are not allowing them to set up for a retake. This is just beautiful Valorant right now. Everyone's hitting their shots. Everyone's playing together. They are not giving ones. They're not getting picks. This is just what you love to see from any Valorant team, and especially Miami right now. As we go here, 11-4 in favor of Miami. Miami won Lotus last round, so this is match point if they can win this round. Buys are looking great. You do have that stinger for Vova on EMU. EMU full throwing everything they have right now, forcing anything they can. And Miami's going to get aggressive here up A. They're going to try to pinch here, and they don't. But right now, so much space taken for Miami. And EMU realizes that they're going to work showers, but you have to be able to recognize that they are there, and they're going to try to shut them out. But Miami, you could pinch here. They have the site for free, though. You have to be able to, you have to recognize where EMU is, and EMU has to recognize where Miami is, and they're going to play to that strength. They know they have backside free. EMU, ult's going to go out here. Alexander's going to find one. Thunder's going to find the trade, though. Samuel's going to find another one. Blind's going to go out. Alduni's going to find one. He's going to find two. Thunder's going to take down the last one. Great retake. Dev, you can't hear anything. Doesn't matter for Miami. They take him down, and it is 12-4 match point in favor of Miami.
One of the amazing round for Miami. Just things looked a little bit not great at the beginning. You know, they did push out from B. No one on, they let the site be free for EMU, but Miami able to just swing out, get those early picks, get those trades, and able just to clean things up. Even with that fatal going out, like you said, they could go able to get some use there from Adunti as well. And now it looks like Miami is going to be on match point, series point, with that Raze ult up and ready. Sam on one off their ult. But you do see EMU also, 2 players, 1 off their ults as well, so this could come up in this next round. But EMU is looking maybe a little bit too far behind to come back here, especially with that, how the economy is looking. EMU's going to have to force anything together. And it seems like Miami's just getting ready to potentially full TP in the showers here if they see Long is clear. They're sitting 4 down right there. The rest of EMU is going to be sitting in the showers there. CCR alone sitting up towards the top of A. Seems like Miami is just going to be splitting, sitting some behind the push with the Thunder Knight ult, but is going to be shooting that and not going to be able to hit anyone. Thunder Knight able to caught off guard here by right Defy, and is going to be caught off that guard there. CCR still sitting up there, but the rest of Miami is going to try to push back, try to pinch back. Seems like Miami can pinch themselves here if they don't act quickly, as the rest of EMU is kind of just rotating the long way around. And this thing's might not look too good for the people behind on Miami, but a Doomty about to peek into here. Insane timing there on a Santee, able to get the pick down. Unfortunate for EMU, though. CCR is still going to be sitting up here, waiting very, very patiently. Might able to catch EMU off guard, expecting all Miami to be flanking here yet again. Is going to get swung here, but not able to get anything done. Getting some damage on. And it's getting hit by that deadlock ult, unfortunately. Miami going to send one towards CT, but the other 2 are going to be flanking here. EMU is ready for this flank, though, so we're going to have to see how this post flank goes for how this retake goes for Miami. But you know, they still do have so much rounds to work with, even if they do lose this one.
Oh, Samuel able to find a great pick there. That is your post plant gone. Now the site's looking a little more claustrophobic. If you're EMU right now, you know that 2 are coming down. You don't know where Comfy is. Comfy could be coming from anywhere, and he's gonna find the pick.
Nice.
But Samuel's gonna get taken down by Deadlock. Deadlock's gonna get taken down by Adam. And Adam's gonna close out the game with a clean 3K. And Miami is going to take the win here over EMU. A very convincing bind, 13-4. You love to see it if you're Miami. Rough round for EMU. That was just a great map right there if you're Miami. Great picks all around, especially on that defensive half. You didn't let a single round drop. Very good. You had Thunder going 20 and 11. You had Adam. You had him going 19 and 18. Samuelon going 15 and 13. Just such great rounds if you're Miami right now. You are looking good. That defense half had to feel good.
Yeah, that defense half was so good for Miami, not dropping a single round like you said. This is just what we saw in Bind was Miami in their domain, Miami in their element, and that's something that we love to see. Just doing all the right things at the right time. It's wonderful plays being executed. You know, they did lose a couple rounds, maybe a couple missteps there, but you know, Miami still showing insane prowess on Bind, showing that not only is Abyss their strong suit, which was luckily banned by EMU, but Bind is also their strong suit as well. We have seen both these past 2. We've seen both these past 2 weeks, and Abyss throughout the season. Both maps have been doing very, very well for Miami, and Miami finally broke the Lotus curse here. This was a very, very good series for Miami. I'm sure they learned a lot. I'm sure they're glad they got an extra win to secure their spot at the playoff land in November. So we're excited to see Miami go there with our Rocket League team. Both teams are now confirmed, I believe, to go to that playoff land, which is huge for us here at Miami. So we'll see you all at Cedar Point if you do qualify as well. But yeah, and I just, you know, we didn't get to see Sunset, unfortunately, but personally, I'm glad things didn't go to map 2, and we were just able to close things out with Bind, just showing that we are just so good on the map right now. And it seems like Miami's starting to become a real force to be reckoned with as we are just getting better and better as the weeks go on. And it seems like Miami's looking prepared to sweep the rest of their schedule, but you know, we still do have a couple tough opponents on the ticket here. We do still have BGSU on Thursday for our Halloween stream. You aren't going to miss it. I hear some people might be in costumes here. We're not too sure
Who
about that.
knows? Who
We
knows?
do have Akron at the end of the schedule, which is the number 2 seed currently, which is also another tough opponent. But yeah, do you have any extra thoughts about this series you want to share with the chat?
Samalon. Samalon,
Samlon,
player of the
yep,
game.
yep.
Crucial wins or crucial round wins for Miami. He played magnificent today. Love to see that from the freshman. He played excellent. He played to his role. He played to his strengths, and he was able to hit his shots today. Great work. Also, CCR fitting into this team perfectly. He fits into this smoke role so well, and he's allowing this team to just thrive off of his smokes. And here we have a couple replays here. Another 3K
Insane.
from Samalon, and then the clutch right here for a 4K. You love to see it. Thunder Knight getting in the back lines, able to take down 2. You have CCR, a nice shot here. Unfortunate round for Miami though, but the retakes, not allowing them to get set up in the post lanes, just absolutely destroying them. And if you don't get the kills, you still put them on down low. And a 3K for Adumti, and another great shot for CCR and Adumti, taking down everyone. Again, and that to bring it to map point, and you have this final round to close it out, give the win to Miami, move them to 6-3 after a tough loss against Ball State. It's good to get another win in the column, but it does look like that's going to be it for us today. I am Aaron Bickford.
And I'm Traylon Moss.
And we will see you next time for some more Valorant.
Come back Thursday.
Miami Esports, a newly birthed nation, ripe with a population of gamers filled with passion and ambition. Once the great nation was established, a competition was proposed, one that would crown the greatest of them all, and would finally rise a leader of this great nation. When one rose to the top, the citizens were grateful to have a king to look up to. But quickly that gratefulness turned to anguish. The new leader brought chaos and despair to the once great land, breaking the balance and tranquility of their beginnings. It has come time for the competition that started these dark ages to again begin. Will you be the one to rise to the top? Or will the king remain on the throne to terrorize once again?